Good evening and welcome, everybody. This is Tower of Convergence, a liminal horror module. I'm your facilitator, Zachary Vouder. Usually you see me further down there in a player position, but now I'm in charge. Liminal horror is a game about discovering the strange and unusual and terrifying in typically everyday places. Places where you would not consider strange and horrifying things to normally be. The mall, your office, a field out in the woods, a variety of places. It allows for a lot of flexibility and allows for a lot of customization, hence this module. This module was created by me. Exactly 6 months ago I released this, and today we are playing it for Ian's birthday. Happy birthday, Ian.
Happy birthday, we love you.
Happy birthday, Ian.
Happy birthday,
I'm
Ian.
Ian.
Whoever Ian is.
Whoever
Yeah.
that guy is.
Whoever you are.
So, before we get started with the game itself, we need to make characters. Fortunately, making characters for liminal horror is not a intensive affair, so we're going to go ahead and do that right in front of you. I'm going to walk our three players through how to make the characters. Once the characters are done, we will begin. All right, friends, so the big step here is, of course, going to be creating a name for your character. You can do that right now or by the end of this character creation whenever you want to. I know that oftentimes that is the most difficult part of character creation is landing on a name. So we'll come back to that. First things first, you have 3 ability scores in Liminal Horror. You have Strength, Dexterity, and Control. Strength is everything physical, Dexterity is everything speed and stealth, and Control is your willpower, your charm, your potential for magic and the supernatural, etc. In order to set these stats, you are going to take 3d6 or just roll 1d6 3 times. You're going to roll them in order for your abilities, and then you may swap any 2 of the results. So go ahead and roll your d6 3 times. The first roll is going to be your strength, the second roll your dexterity, the third your control, and then you can swap any 2 of those.
Nice.
I'm strong.
Me too. I rolled 2 6s and then a 2 for strength.
Very nice.
Yeah,
So
I don't.
14. I mean, that's not bad, but
I rolled like embarrassingly well. I did not roll 3 6s, but I rolled 2 6s and a 5. So
Honestly, though, that is going to be to your benefit because this is, for the most part, a roll under game. So you're going to want to make sure, you're going to want to make sure that you can. So higher numbers definitely help. Actually, hang on. I said that wrong, didn't I?
Oh.
I did. I did say that wrong. You're going to roll 3d6 for each stat.
yeah.
Right.
That's what you said. I was pretty sure.
Well, right, but I phrased it like roll 1d6 for the first one, 1d6 for the second one.
No.
Yeah.
But that summation of your 3d6 is going to be the first stat. Because it just occurred to me that rolling on a d20 to try to roll 6 or under is cruel, and that doesn't sound right to me.
It's a little
awesome.
masochistic.
Right. Now, if you roll 3 2s on your die, then you're screwed. But in general, that shouldn't be your starting point.
so you roll 3d6 and that is the score, or is it you roll 3d6
Yes.
and you remove one of the d6?
No, you roll 3d6, and that is the score
Okay.
for your strength, and then for your dexterity, and then for your control, and then you can swap any 2 of those results.
Okay. Let me get the results first. and then
I'm
we'll-
so
will
there
it
for
be
you.
will it be more fun to not tell each other what we want to pick as our dump stats and our high stats, or is it more fun if they actually
That is entirely up to you. This isn't, again, those are your only 3 stats, so it's not really as intensive as World of Darkness games, D&D, etc., where you could play and be like, all right, you're the stealthy one, so you can do this. You got 3 options. So once you get those stats together, you are going to take 1d6 and you are going to roll your hit protection. This is specifically hit protection and not hit points. This is your ability to avoid physical damage and stress. It can be recovered after a few moments of rest. The main thing, though, is that damage that you take is going to go to your hit protection first, and then once you exhaust your hit protection, it starts hitting your actual stat. So if you got lucky and you rolled a 6 for your hit protection, you can take 6 damage, physical or mental. Let's say you take 6 physical damage. The next one you take reduces your strength score by 1, and you have a critical injury. If you take 6 damage mental and then you take a 7th mental damage, you get critical stress, and we have a fallout table that you'd roll on for that to see how you are mentally doing.
Fun.
I love that.
Yeah.
So again, that's
I
just
feel like-
that's just a d6.
That is just 1d6.
I rolled a 6.
All right.
Super.
So now we
Nice.
get to the more fun parts of this. The way that you create characters, you can just pick anything from these lists if you want to, but the fun part is usually rolling and randomizing what you wind up with.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing is the background table. Liminal Horror provides 20 backgrounds that you could potentially be. This module, I've reduced it down to 10 for relevancy to the setting. So one at a time. If you don't have the book up, don't worry about it. We can figure out what those are on the spot. So one at a time, I'm going to have you guys roll a d10, and you're going to tell me what you got. We'll start with Megan.
Sick. Okay. We've got a 2.
2, you are going to be a student. It can be a student of any subject that you want to, astronomy, religion, history, etc. Assume college student.
Okay. And this is my background?
This is your background, yes.
Sick. Okay.
Now, Ian. Six, you are an author.
Hmm.
You are writing books. Possibly you are coming to this setting for inspiration for your next book. And then finally, Ty.
Right. Theo Hart.
Yeah, I'm just Theo Hart now.
All right.
Alt history, Theo Hart.
1.
1, you are a journalist.
Ooh.
So it makes sense that this is a big event you'd probably want to cover for your local paper.
Yes. Sweet.
There are several getting to know you bits on here. We can just sort of develop your characters as we go, or if you want to roll on this table, we can. I leave that entirely up to you. This is not in my module. This is a base level liminal horror thing. Do you guys want to have character traits established for you via this roll, or you just want to see how your characters develop?
I don't know. Maybe see how they develop, because it's just for now a one shot, and it might be hard
Yeah.
to like.
Very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I personally like that level of flexibility as well. It lets you determine what your character may have experienced over the course of their life.
Hmm.
All right, so skipping over the usual things like the getting to know you questions and determining your traits with your roles and whatnot, it also allows you to you can choose your age or roll 2d20 plus 16 if you want to just randomize how old or young you are. But then the last bit of it is going to be your starting gear. All investigators are going to start with an investigator bundle, which is a phone, cash, and a notebook and pen. There's a roll for cash that I believe our players already did. It's a 3d10 plus 3d10 times 3d10. Roll that set, multiply together. That's how much money you have. There's a chance roll in this for what kind of phone you wind up with. I am setting this game in the listed time frame, so you guys are going to get dumb phones,
my
not
gosh.
smartphones.
I want a
You guys-
Nokia brick.
Yep, you guys are getting those Nokias, like the thick black phones that have like the pull-out antennas, the whole deal.
Yeah.
And from here, we are going to roll starting gear. You have a total of 10 inventory slots, but we're not going to roll the entire thing. We're going to roll first on weapons, then we're going to roll on investigative gear, memento item, bonus item. So first, everybody roll 1d12.
Yes.
Hold on, I gotta.
Nice.
What's D12 again?
It's one that almost looks like a d20.
Okay. Yes.
Megan, what'd you get?
11.
11. You have a dagger, baton, taser, or pistol.
Oh, damn.
Yep. Yep.
Dagger,
you pick what,
baton, taser, or pistol.
yeah, pick what kind of weapon you think that your character would have. Pistols deal a d6 damage. Daggers deal a. Actually, no, wait. No, they all deal d6 damage. Actually, The only difference is a taser will damage your dexterity after the hit protection instead of your strength. All right.
I'm
Ian, what'd
choosing
you
a
get?
pistol because I already have figured out who my character is. I had like an aha moment, and
Perfect.
he has a pistol for sure.
Love that.
I rolled a 10.
10. You also get a weapon of choice, as mentioned before. Dagger, baton, taser, or pistol. And Ty, how about you?
Yeah, I'll take the
Got a
pistol.
2.
2. So you're gonna have some body armor. It could be a heavy coat. It can be a vest, like a vest. It could be elbow, knee pads, and a helmet, depending on what level of it you want to. Regardless, on your character sheet under armor, you're going to put +1. So
Okay.
whenever you take physical damage, it's going to hit your armor first, then your hit protection.
Woo. Cool. I'm
Yeah.
What's up?
trying to decide. I guess maybe just like a coat.
Yeah,
Heavy
sounds good
coat.
to me. Yeah, probably like a heavy leather jacket.
Yeah.
All right, next up is the investigative gear. Go ahead and roll a d20, each of you, and we'll see what random gear piece you have. Megan, what do you have?
13.
13. You have glass cutting tools.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
Why? Who knows? But you do.
You just do.
That's incredibly random.
Ian, what do you have?
15.
15. I just realized I published this with a number typo. That's okay. You have a cipher to an unknown language.
Oh, fuck yeah. And you're the author, right?
I am the author.
Ooh.
Holy shit. No, not you.
Yes,
No,
I'm the
I'm
author of the
talking-
book, but he
sorry.
is also the author he is the author in the background.
Yes, that's what
So
Yeah, this
Yes.
this author thing's actually with the equipment and everything is starting to come together in my head. So it's
oh,
love it.
absolutely. And Ty, how about you?
I got a 9.
9. You have a tactical flashlight.
All
So
right.
it's real bright flashlight. It's also a very heavy flashlight.
Love that. So you could whack somebody with it, probably.
You can, yeah. It would probably deal equivalent in damage to a baton if you were to use it as such. I didn't list damage with it though because it depends on you to think about hitting people with it.
Yep.
I have to want it.
All right. Next is a memento, a personal memento of your character. So everybody roll a d10. Megan? 4. Megan, you have a piece of jewelry carved from an unknown bone.
Okay, hold up. Sorry. I just have to say, I'm wearing a pendant that is actually a human carpal bone.
Perfect. You're already set.
Ah!
Ian, how about you?
I rolled a 9.
9, you have a heavily redacted file.
Oh,
This is so sick.
this is so
This is good.
Your cipher, a redacted file.
No,
you
I
are,
mean, like-
you are eerily built for what you are about to get into.
no,
It's so good.
No,
I love it.
I was like I said, like we can get into it later, but like I was totally picturing when we said author, like getting into like some kind of like conspiracy theorist author and like this
Yes.
the equipment.
Oh, sure.
Playing
Yeah.
it out.
Well, what it feels like is it's leaning towards, at least in my brain, for character thoughts, like a mix between Lane and Roe.
Ooh.
Of like the occult like weirdness and like paranormal investigatoriness of Lane, but the like horror author that is Roe. Just
Ah. Ty, what'd you get?
I got a 5.
5. You have a photograph of somebody, a lost love, friend, family member, whatever you choose for it to be. Somebody that is missing in your life.
Look at this photograph.
All right, and then the last bit is a bonus
I was
item.
just about to write that in the chat.
The last bit is a bonus item. So you're all going to roll a d20, and you're going to get one bonus thing. It could be a bonus memento, bonus investigative gear, bonus weapon, or maybe you have access to magic.
Hmm.
Magic is a possibility in this game.
Fuck yeah. I rolled a 13 again. That is the
13.
third time that I've rolled 13 on here.
All right, go ahead and roll a d20 again because that is investigative gear again.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Nice.
Well, I got 17.
17. 17, you have a pair of walkie-talkies.
Ooh, sick.
Ian, what did you roll?
I got a 9.
9. Go ahead and roll a d20 again. That is also investigative gear.
12.
12. You have a directional microphone. Being able
You're
to
also
hear.
a streamer, huh? You're a podcaster and an author.
You have headset to go with your directional microphone as well. This being able to hear further away, etc. And Ty.
4.
4. Roll a d10 again. You have another memento.
Oh. 3.
3. You have a business card with a number on the back. You're not quite sure who this is just yet.
Mystery business card.
Mm-hmm. Now, I will do my best to remember all these things that you all got, but it is up to you all to remember what they are. And feel free to ask at any point in time, is this useful here?
Gotcha.
Some of these mystery things may only be useful if you ask about them.
Okay.
Because it'll be narratively determined in that moment of this is where it's useful.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And with that, your characters are, for all intents and purposes, done. In a bigger liminal horror setting, you would have done more character like backstory because you would have established your history and whatnot. Given that this is a one-off, you're all strangers meeting in this one place all together. We're gonna run into it all together.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
And then for those of you at home, this is a roll under system. You only have to make rolls on saves, which is doing a feat of strength, dexterity, or control under risk. If there is no risk, there is no roll is needed. Or if it's just an interesting narrative outcome, no roll is needed. You can choose that you fail on something because it's an interesting narrative outcome, or we could decide that you succeeding here would make the best story. It is very, very collaborative bit there.
Nice. Do we tell everybody our names?
If you would like to, if you've come up with your names already, then yes, please do.
I have.
Or you can meet them on the spot in the game.
Well, I, as a journalist, I might, never mind. I mixed that up in my head. I thought
Okay.
reporter at first. So I would not be broadcasting my name to the news unless I'm writing.
It depends entirely on how you decided to set yourself up as a reporter, but yes.
Okay.
All right. With that then, we'll go ahead and begin. On December 1st, 1997, all planets of the solar system, including Pluto, entered Convergence. This is an extremely rare event to happen. Planetary convergence itself occurs rather frequently. Full planetary convergence could occur anywhere from every 100 years to every amount of time that we will not be alive for, with deviation. Thanks to our modern technology, the best place to view this event is easy to discern. It's right along the coast of Lake Superior on the Minnesota side near the state line. For each of you three, there are many reasons why someone of your background might want to bear witness to such an event. Perhaps this is relevant to your studies. Perhaps you are wanting to just simply report on this major event in human history. Maybe you're looking for inspiration. Whatever reason, you each find yourselves there, coming in your various paths to the location. We'll go ahead and just get a sense of who you are and what brought you here. I'll keep the order going that I've been going with. So, Megan, tell us about your character. Who are they? What brings them here?
Yeah. So my name's Bobby, right? I specifically got into college because I'm so good at playing football. Like that's my thing. And I'm trying to get into this frat, okay? And they told me that if I can break through and make it in there and at least try to get a picture of the convergence, or at least to show that I broke in, I'm in. So I'm just gonna try to use my my good strength through all my years of, working out in the gym to make sure that I get in there. Yeah.
Sounds good. Ian, tell us a bit about your character. Who are they? What brings you here?
Well, if you've read any of my books, you'll know me as Adam Karnak with a K. Now that's
Where's
not
the K?
now that's not my real name because I don't let my real name getting out because, of course, one of my first works blew the lid off the Kennedy assassination and revealed that, of course, it was some kind of ancient Templar cult that really perpetuated such a thing. But
Right.
I'm here tonight because these convergences are often where the Skull and Bone Society and the CIA meet up to do some of their most nefarious things, and I want to blow the lid off that scandal too. So I'm gonna write a book about it.
Fair enough. Finally, Ty, who are you? What brings you here?
My name is Charlotte Winters. I go by Charlie. I am a journalist for a local paper. However, I am trying to make it big. I have a long lost brother who went missing in this very area over 10 years ago. And so I might be taking this opportunity to just do some digging. It's not because of any conspiracy theories or anything, or any weirdness, but the day that he went missing, it wasn't so much as a convergence, but there was some weird planetary alignment stuff happening. And so, I'm just here to report on the convergence, and that's it.
Fair enough. As I mentioned before, there are many reasons why somebody of your background would want to witness such an event or be present at such an event. When you arrived, though, Bobby, you got the heads up on this from one of the frat brothers who went there already. They're the one that had the idea for you to try to break through, because when they arrived, they saw that the best place to view the convergence, the one that everybody had heard about in the newspapers, looked up on the internet's a pretty big thing now, it's been roped off by some sort of authorities.
Yeah, my friend fucking paged me. He was like, all right, wait, okay. No, we were texting at this point.
Yeah,
no,
there's texting.
Okay, cool. There's both. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep with the page thing. Yeah, my friend paged me. He told me about the fact that, this was the spot to get in, but for some fucking reason they're blocking it off. And they call me Big Bobby for a reason. Like, I'm gonna get in there. There's no fucking way that I'm not going to.
Absolutely. But so all three of you arrive separately, all converging in the same place. And you see a small crowd of people have gathered. They're all looking for a way in, but the authorities here are not letting them. Everybody is telling them, you have to find somewhere else to go. We have a situation happening here. This area needs to be closed off for safety purposes. A lot of people are rather upset about this. For an event that happens once every 100 or so years, they would like to be able to see it, but the authorities seem to be not budging on this.
Even with my press badge?
Especially with your press badge, they're like the cops are like, look, if you want to, our captain over there is willing to give you a statement about what's going on here, but we can't let you through.
Right. Gotcha. Just doing your jobs.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get that statement, but I'm gonna sneak around.
And that is an important thing about this game. That is the conceit of this game, which is no matter your background or your backstory, there is one singular truth about each of you. Your curiosity is strong enough that you are willing to find a way to make tonight work. You're going to get back there. For some reason or another, you're going to get back there. As you're walking around, though, looking for a way in, you see a couple of cops are leading a trespasser away. It looks like somebody tried to break through, and they have them in handcuffs walking them to a cop car. it seems that they're being very serious about this.
Hmm.
And in your attempts to look for another way around, the three of you find yourselves off to the side, not entirely out of eye shot or earshot of the area, but not a primary focus. As each of you are looking for another way in. Now, you're welcome to talk to one another, or you're welcome to continue about your own individual searchings. But let it be known that the three of you are now within the same area, recognizing that you are not the only person that is trying to find another way in.
Mm-hmm.
Which one of you looks more like a nerd?
Gosh, the reporter or the author?
Yeah, seriously. Like, this is a genuine question, actually. This is Megan asking.
Probably Adam.
Okay. Yeah.
I feel like
Bobby
Adam would
will-
look much more unwashed. For sure.
Yeah, Bobby will go up to Adam and he'll just say, hey, you're trying to get in there too, right?
They're hiding something.
Yeah. Sure, bud. Do you think that you can figure out a way to get in there?
I'm gonna.
Now, Adam, looking around, with the exception of the few men in official-looking uniforms, I will say, for somebody of your particular level of skepticism, police uniform, military uniform, it's hard to say. These are very official-looking uniforms of authority, but you're picking up that there's not a flagrant distinction as to who they are.
They're unmarked.
They're not, like, you see there's a badge, there's insignia, but you're not seeing, like, Lake Superior Police Department or whatnot, or U.S. Army.
Does the insignia look military? Does it look police? Can I recognize the insignia?
This one I would call a roll, to see, like, to dig through your mountains and mountains of conspiratorial knowledge. Go ahead and make me a roll of control. You're going to try to roll under or match your control number.
Okay, my control is a 17.
Okay, you have a good shot then.
And I rolled 12.
12. The symbol that you see is it's basic. It's a circle. It's a circle with a shield around it, and inside of the circle is a solid triangle, vertical triangle. Nothing more. You have heard about a purported triangle agency, an arm of the government that they seem to be called in to clean up messes and address situations that never fully get full detail. You actually acquired a file about one such event, but unfortunately for you, it was heavily marked, heavily redacted. Hard for you to make much sense out of it, but you could tell that whatever this was, it never made it onto official books. It never made it through official channels to the police department. It never made it to the papers. Whatever happened here was done extraordinarily secretively. And it seems that these two are working for this triangle agency. Now, apart from those officers, there is caution tape, police line tape, running several yards in either direction before it cuts off into the tree line, into the forest. So it's not impossible to sneak around. But seeing that somebody just got, dog walked out of the area towards the squad car, you do know that there is some level of patrol going on.
I would like to call this mystery business number.
Okay.
Looking around at everything, and just watching everyone. I don't know. I have a feeling I don't know. I just have a weird feeling.
Okay. So you call this number.
Mhm.
It rings for quite some time. It answers. There's dead air on the other side. And you hear a low voice say, "Who is this? How'd you get this number?"
I just had it in my pocket. My name's Charlie. I think you could be useful.
What is your reason for calling?
You wouldn't happen to have any connections with a department that could get me behind a police line?
Which police line?
Well, and I'll look at the uniforms, and I'm not entirely sure that all of them are police, but the captain is here at least, and he's part of the what was the town? I don't know what.
This is on Lake Superior.
Okay.
So it's just a regional area where you're outside of any like particular town area.
Okay.
So this is just county at this point.
Just regional police captain or whatever. And
Sheriff.
there's some interesting individuals, possibly government.
Which department?
Can I roll to see if there's like, if I see like the badges, or do I just automatically see what they're?
You can see the badge. You can see the insignia. You could describe the insignia. If you wanted to see if you knew what this was, you could potentially make a roll. Given the nature of it, I leave it up to you as to whether or not you think Charlie would have really done a deep dive into conspiracy theories as part of the job. I will also say though, if you just describe the insignia,
I'm just gonna describe the insignia.
Out of character, it's literally called the Triangle Agency. If you say a triangle, it's pretty obvious who it is.
I'll just describe it, just the triangle badge.
All right, there's a long pause, and the voice on the other end of the line says, I am going to heavily advise that you stay out of the area that is currently under investigation for a variety of reasons that I am not at liberty to speak on at this particular juncture. Another brief pause. However, given that you seem to have acquired this number in some capacity, should you not heed this advice and need further assistance because of it, give a call back. And they hang up before you can ask a question.
I take out my flashlight and I make my way towards the woods.
I would like to, if at all possible, try to go up to, like, if there's anybody who's like, I hate to say a greeter, but you know how whenever there's a gate into a place, there's always like usually at least 2 guards, like one on either side.
Yeah, there's
Similar
not a
situation?
there's not a specific fence or gate in this. Again, this is just like police tape roped off. So the officers that you saw up at the front pushing, like deterring people away, that's who's here. That's who's guarding it. Where you 3 are currently standing off to the side, police tape just runs back into the woods. There's nobody here. But again, you did see someone get led out of the woods to be detained.
Okay. Let me know if this is not a wise idea, but I feel like Bobby's the kind of guy who would see these people barring his entry from a place and be like, guys, like, haven't you seen me before? Like, college football star. Like, obviously. Like, you know who I am. Come on. Like, just let me in.
Yeah, and as you walk back away from Adam and try to charm your way in, the officers shake their head and go, "Sorry, kid, there's no football field or football game happening back here. We're gonna need to keep this area clear of civilians." Adam, Charlie, you're watching this this young, large college student trying to finesse his way past the guards as you stand off to the side, away from the commotion and away from prying eyes.
Yeah, Bobby just starts to walk away. He's like, okay, sure. And he walks back to the others and is like, these guys, jeez.
Did you
Do you
really
know
think-
a way to get in here?
I'm sorry. Did you really think that saying you're a football star was gonna get you past police tape?
I'm fucking Bobby, man.
All right, fucking Bobby, you're not a police officer or a government
Well,
official.
No, but everybody, once they recognize who I am, they usually will let me through and let me do stuff.
Right.
Who's your
right.
who's your dad, Bobby?
I don't think it matters who my dad is. Why do you care?
I don't know, you just seem like some kind of royal Templar,
Like the British
Reptilian?
people?
something like that.
Like a lizard? What the fuck is your problem, dude? What is this guy's problem?
Listen,
Not.
listen. He looks dumb. He probably knows something.
Who the fuck are you talking about, man?
You want to get in here or not?
Yeah, that's obviously what I'm trying to do.
So what we're gonna
God,
do?
this guy's fucking stupid, right? Like,
I am
All
so
right.
Yeah.
stupid. I have transcended intelligence. Now,
yeah, whatever that means. Okay,
listen,
whatever.
listen. First thing you want to do is take it down. Take the volume down to 1, and we go around. Police tape can't go on forever.
Oh, you have to flank him.
Yeah, I mean, but did you see the person being dragged out of the woods?
Oh, they're not gonna lay their hands on me.
Yeah. Okay.
And
why
probably
that
not
is?
you guys. I mean, like,
Just keep.
have you seen me? Like, do you think that they're gonna be able to fucking
No, I can't.
take me?
See any of
You have
that.
a huge flashlight. It is
They, like-
massive.
They lift it up to shine the light right in
Jesus
his eyes.
Christ. This is why we usually wear the under eye, the whatever that's called. Megan doesn't know. I don't sport ball. The
Agreed. Yeah.
stuff.
Sport ball.
But
Right.
you two do see, like, you know, despite what you may think of Bobby's bravado, he's not wrong. Like, the police tape doesn't go on forever. Like, again, after a certain point, it just cuts, like, it cuts from horizontal verticals, like, into the woods ahead of you. So it's not, they're not roping off the entire forest at this point that you can tell. There is a way back there. If you go into the police tape, then you might find yourself a little bit more along lines of patrol, but you know eventually you will have to cross the police tape if you are trying to get to see whatever it is they've blocked off.
Okay. I don't know who you guys are. You seem to want to, go back there, investigate, whatever. I don't ask why, but I'm kind of a expert, I guess, of this area. I've done a lot of walking it and searching.
Why?
You don't need to know. None of your business.
Okay. Jesus.
Anyway, so right, like, so I know the area. If you want, you can follow me, I guess, but like if you get caught, I'm leaving you.
Sure. Okay.
Listen, I have I mean, this is obviously something's going on. This is important and I have to report it. So I'm going to get the details that I need and go the way that I think would probably be best. And like, if you want to join me, you can. And if not, barge through the line if you want, I guess.
No, if you have an idea to get us in there, like that's cool.
She'll literally just like turn and walk towards the woods.
Okay.
But like,
So,
but not directly next to it, like about like kind of like this is the tape.
Mhm.
Like we'll be going kind of, and like this is the forest closer to, you know, the camera, so like
Yeah.
kind of going like a little bit more outward, so like
Okay.
they're not directly where the like line would be.
okay, sounds good. So the other two of you, you see this professional-looking woman with a very heavy flashlight just walk off into the woods.
Yeah. This like 6 foot something, like bulky ass football player in like the ripped jeans and a Letterman jacket is just like walking behind.
Finally some mainstream media that knows what the hell it's doing. All right.
And so you two follow in behind, and all three of you walk in, following this woman through this arcing path through the forest. The trees are dense, but the way is still traversable, though it is growing darker by the minute. Charlie, you do have your flashlight, but you are still in the woods nearby a roped off area, so precaution would still be useful.
I keep it just kind of like pointed more at the ground, not like at the trees to yeah.
Absolutely.
Do the thing where you like cover it slightly with your shirt or something so that it filters it a little bit.
Of course. And yeah, as you walk, if you look to the side, you can see the caution tape further away in the trees. Occasionally, you hear the faint sounds of footsteps in the woods and low chatter of people talking to themselves, talking with each other as they move back and forth through the woods in the roped off area.
Every now and then, like Charlie will just like hold up a finger and then like put it down and keep walking.
Hold up a second. Let's figure out
What?
what they're saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put on my directional microphone. We'll see if
Oh.
we can hear what
Okay.
they're saying.
Bobby
All right.
like starts to chuckle loudly. Like there's one moment of like a and then he covers his mouth because he's trying to be quiet.
All right, so Adam, as you put on your headset and point the microphone, you hear very loud, like a leaf crunching footsteps from that direction. As two men are walking, talking to each other. There's a lot of conversation about, you know, like how long are we supposed to be out here for? I don't know, like they have to do this. They have to do their study. They have to pull the research. This could go on all night, man. It's like it's a fucking tower. It's a big building in the fields. Yeah, but apparently, look. The scientists say that it's like the lead researcher says it's a big deal, so it's a big deal. They need to do the readings. They need to take all the data points. We just got to keep people from being stupid and walking back here. Easy job. It's just the woods. Besides, it's nice out. The other guy is not entirely convinced of such a thing.
Is there, from what I can hear, is there two of them?
Two.
Two. All right, so I'll kind of hold up. There's
Yep. So to recap, there are two men who are patrolling that area back and forth to catch any stragglers, complaining about the fact that they are being kept out here guarding people from going back into the area, all for a building in the field that's being researched, a tower.
I know that there's never been a tower there before, right? Or
You would know that, but Adam, do you share this information?
oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I would go. Two of them, they're talking about some kind of tower.
So then, yes, Charlie, you know, like through there is just it's an open field along the river. It's like this is not a public area per se. This is not a big gathering area. There's not structures over here for any particular reason.
There's no tower here, or like anything really. It's just a field and a river.
You know, I've heard that like being a guard and stuff can be kind of fucking boring, so maybe they're just on something, you know?
They're just making up
No,
information
no,
about-
no, like they're on something, man.
Um, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, like
Is that all they said?
Something about being here all night, maybe. Investigating a tower. This shit goes deep. We gotta go in there. Tell you what, if we wait till they maybe if we wait till they pass, we can get by there quick enough to. Maybe they got some kind of standard patrol route.
Okay, well, we wouldn't know that unless we like watched them for a while. And I mean, if
Yeah.
they're gonna be here all night, I guess we have the time. But I don't want to just be standing around watching their routine walk. I think that we should just keep going a little further. Keep a lookout for anybody, and you can listen for anybody. And eventually, we're gonna get far enough away from this police tape. Nobody's gonna be around. We could just loop right back.
That is very true. Plus, Charlie, you do know that, with it getting darker, the convergence is going to be more visible at this point. So if you're going to write up anything about it, it's going to be soon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, short of killing them, I don't think that there's a better way.
Right. Gotta pretend I did not hear that.
I don't think you can kill them anyway. They just regenerate.
What?
Bobby is just like looking and shaking his head. What the fuck?
Okay. And then just continue down.
You continue on down. As you walk, if any of you look up through the tree line, the sky is full of more stars than you may have ever seen before in your life if you don't normally venture out this far. With the lack of city lights, it's no wonder this is supposed to be the best place to see the convergence. You can see the universe in all of its splendor. It's beautiful. It's a little intimidating at its scope as well, to just see how vast everything is out there above you. Just how far everything extends, how far you can see what you've never seen before. You can't quite see the planets through here just yet. They're not this high up in the skyline, but you are getting every other part of your space around your small little planet on full view.
Ouch.
And I wish I had like an advanced version of like a phone that had a camera, like something more portable, or like something like that, like this is beautiful. I'd need
Right.
like a really intense camera with a telescope sort of thing to get.
Yeah, you had just planned on coming here interviewing people that were watching the convergence. Now that you're out here on your own, man, it'd be great if you had a camera, or if you just had some sort of camera that could fit in your pocket.
Right?
That would
Born
be
in the wrong
crazy.
era.
So you walk, and who's in front?
Probably Charlie.
Yeah,
Charlie?
because you have the
The
light.
flashlight.
Okay.
And I also know my way around.
Charlie, could you go ahead and make me a dexterity save? So roll your d20 and try to roll at or under your amount.
My fucking D20 went. Dexterity. Oh. At or under. Okay.
Mhm.
This isn't D&D! I got a 20. Or, sorry, a 19.
19? And what was your dexterity score?
15.
Okay. At this point, I'm going to give the other two of you a chance. Either or both of you can roll the dexterity save to see if you can save in this point.
I'm gonna say it's not a good idea for me, but
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like the football player maybe should. Did
for
you not?
dexterity,
Mhm.
I am not very dexterous.
Okay.
You know how
You're not the quarterback.
You're the
yeah,
you're the
I
offensive
don't know.
line. You're the offensive
I
will
line.
see.
Yeah.
I am a
I will say,
linebacker. I'm all meat. You know.
I will say,
no
if
flexibility.
if either of you two fail it, it's not going to make anything worse. It's just not going to make things better.
Fuck it. Oh shit! I actually made it. I rolled a 2, and my dexterity score is 10.
Wonderful. So yes, so Bobby, you've got really fast reflexes. Like you are all meat. You're meant to be a defensive line, but you still have to be pretty quick to catch people on the move, and you pick up on this before Adam or Charlie in the lead do, and as you're walking, you see through the tree line, through the brush, bright light. And right before Charlie pushes away through the brush, you grab her by the shoulder and stop her. Charlie, like the bare bits of your face have pushed through the brush, and you see that you've been stopped right before you walk right into the open field.
Oh.
Police line has now gone out horizontal again and has created a perimeter of this field. And the brief bit that you saw, this field is full of people, vehicles. There is a very large tent set up, like one of those like a big event tents. You almost walked right into the middle of whatever is going on back here.
Boy. So I shall like stumble a little bit after being pulled back, and then just, I'm really not sure how any of us are going to get past any of that. There's something going on. This is government. This has got to be military. And then takes out a notebook and like starts writing, like making notes.
Meanwhile, the second that Bobby like pulls Charlie back, he's like, "You're close by," and she's like, "Yeah, there's." Whatever you were saying, my brain just stopped functioning
military.
for a second. It was awful. The closeness, the proximity, like there's a lot going on, and Bobby the entire time is like, "Girl."
Well, with Bobby distracted, Adam, do you take a look through the brush that was almost walked into?
Yeah, I will. I'll take a peek, but I'll also kind of turn to Charlie without looking and just go, it's government. Have a look at this and kind of hand them the redacted file.
All right. Charlie, with your flashlight, you're looking at this file, and you see you see a symbol on the top left corner in the masthead that matches the insignia that you saw on those uniforms. This file is 4/5 black line.
Mm-hmm.
There's dates listed. There's like an occasional action verb that's out present, enough to just sort of imply, hey, at this date here something happened. But it tells you nothing except that this agency was there.
Mm-hmm.
Adam, as you peek in, this field has been turned into a base of operations. There are standing lights that are pointing inward to illuminate the area without eliminating the view of the night sky. There are some military-grade trucks that are parked in various spots around the field, having hauled personnel and equipment here. You see a large white tent operating as a field office that sits in the center. This is one of those, like, it would fit, a few dozen chairs under it if this were an outdoor event, but this is being set up as a field office instead. There's at least 4 armed and armored soldiers that are idly patrolling the field. They're more interested in the current events than actually running security. You see some agents, you can tell they're agents because they're in suits and not in heavy gear, communicating with one another as they just walk the area. You see a couple of scientists heading away from the field office while one stays in the field office, giving instruction. You imagine she's the lead. And then you look all the way down the field, almost out of sight without a higher vantage point or proper equipment, but you can just barely see it through all the mess, is a squat stone tower with a makeshift fence or pop-up fence just put around it. Looks like there's an opening in the fence, but it's been sequestered off. It's not a particularly tall tower. It's maybe a couple of stories that you could tell. Made out of stone, just plopped right along the lake. It almost looks like it has always been here, except for the fact that nobody here is treating it like it has always been here. The scientists are walking towards the tower with equipment. They seem to be trying to take readings of this tower.
Interesting.
Someone screwed up.
That's not supposed to be there, right?
Yes, Bobby, if you peek in behind Adam, you see all of the things I've just described, and yeah, from what Charlie said earlier, that's not supposed to be there. Charlie, if you peek back through, again, if you all just sort of Scooby-Doo it, then you can all see the same thing. Yeah. The field office is closer to you. The tower is across the field. There are currently not people nearby you. They're patrolling the area at large. But again, the people that are on patrol, they seem more interested in the studying that's going on because there's actual activity happening. People aren't coming through here on a regular basis. Mostly the people that are out in the woods are considered the ones that are going to be looking for people.
You know, if we get some credentials.
And where exactly are you going to get these credentials? I mean, they didn't let me in with a press pass.
No, he gotta take them.
Yeah, if we can get one of those nerds out, like, this way a little bit, maybe, we can take it from them, obviously.
You said that there was nobody in the immediate, like, brush line, like...
Correct.
Okay. Are we still, like, kind of close enough that maybe a louder noise would alert those guys?
A particular loud noise or motion might alert them, but the generators that are powering the standing lights are currently keeping it to where, like, you were able to talk without having to worry about being heard. But if you, like, shouted or, like, pushed a tree and shook it, then that might draw some attention.
Right, so am I distracting? I'm not really that strong.
Yeah. So, maybe if we do get somebody to like come out this way,
What, the
I-
guys that
I
were
can just-
patrolling.
yeah, I can knock them out.
Adam and Charlie, given your career paths and your paths of knowledge, there is, of course, the option that Bobby has mentioned of knocking out somebody and, trying to take their credentials, take their clothes, very movie-like.
Yeah,
you
that's
also
what they do in the shows.
But given your career paths and your expertise, you do know that other options of where you might be able to find credentials are either in some of these trucks that are parked or in the field office that seems to just have the one lead researcher nearby.
Damn, you take out the fun out of it.
I can
I mean-
kill somebody if you need
I
me
mean,
to.
granted, those things are still
Just
like you have
kidding.
to go out into the open to try to even find these things. And just because I
Trying-
said that you would know that they might be there, doesn't mean that they're there.
True. Listen, dude, if you're trying to impress a lady, saying that you'll kill someone is it's a little much. It's a little much.
That's what got my mom to marry my. Never mind. That's not important. But what I'm saying is I can take care of it.
Right. Well, okay, so let's like maybe make that the last option. And
Well, I'm not saying that I'm just gonna kill somebody. Like, obviously, I'll beat them up first, and then if they don't, yeah.
so Charlie will turn to Adam. And just all right, brains over here. What do you think is the best option? Please don't say killing people.
Well,
Like not-
I don't think we can kill them. Number one, they just regenerate, like I said. But also, if we kill them, that's just gonna put us on some FBI list. So let's not do that. Let's not kill anybody tonight. Unless they're not from this world, then all bets are off. But wait, now that contradicts what I. Oh no. Anyway, so yeah, we got to do something quiet. Whatever we do, it's got to be quiet. Do you think we can get in that field office?
Charlie will like peek again and like see that there's only the one is the one researcher like inside the tent or like around.
They are currently around the tent. They're going back and forth, like in and out. It also looks like it's a very large tent. So unless the tent is completely barren of things, there is a chance that there's like a 50-50 chance that maybe you could sneak behind the tent or in the tent without being seen.
Okay.
My guess in that office, maybe they don't got some kind of uniform. They've got some kind of hazmat suit for dealing with ancient Sumerian gods or whatever they're doing here. I don't know what makes towers appear in the middle of fields, but it ain't good. But there's probably something we can use in there. And that seems to be the place that has the least guns pointed at it. So
True. Okay.
if I'm a betting man, that's where we go.
All right. Who is the sneakiest of us? I'm gonna put you out of this. And she like points to Bobby and his 6 foot, large self that is easily spottable.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Are you fast? Are you sneaky? Are you stealthy? To you, Adam. She says to Adam. You're thinking too long. I'm gonna go.
Wait, hold on. I used to be a scrawny little fuck, and I used to be a fucking soccer player, if you can believe that. So I can be stealthy or like dexterous,
Okay.
Are you pretty sneaky? Like I'm big, but I can fit in small spaces. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna pretend I don't.
No, that's fine. Yeah, just I love
Okay,
it when a woman like knows that she
Mm,
is like,
mhm.
yeah, she's strong. That's good.
All right, kid. Let's see what you got. And remember, if you get caught, I don't know you. I don't know you.
It's
So
true.
the question then is, are you both going to try to sneak in, or are you letting Bobby just sneak in?
I will let Bobby go first.
What is your dexterity out of character?
15.
Oh,
Wait, what? What's yours? What is yours?
It's 10.
it's 10.
Oh,
Yeah, no, this is good. Yeah, fuck it.
good lord.
Okay. All right, so Bobby, you're going to try to sneak where?
Yeah. I'm I'm gonna try to the field tent, right?
Okay,
Is
yes.
the idea. Yeah. That's the goal.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me your dexterity to see how you do.
Yeah.
Mm.
Bobby's gonna take a second and just like rub his pennant for a second and say like, yeah, I fucking got this. Just as like a good luck charm. Like he always I think that little piece of weird jewelry that he has is like he always kind of touches it as like a good luck thing. Oh my god. What is it if it's like exactly the same number?
If it's exactly the same, then you succeed.
Go, soccer boy, go.
Yes!
So you two watch as Bobby like crouches, like seems like he's counting mentally in his head, and then without warning just books it and sprints low across the field towards the tent. And it looks like you, Bobby, you've gone fast enough that you were able to clear the area from the tree line to the tent before anybody turned back around. You are now
Fuck yeah.
behind this large field office tent. It's temporary structure, large white event-sized tent. There's an entrance flap on two sides and the back, which is where you are. The front that's facing the tower, if you were to peek in through the flap, is primarily plastic and mostly transparent windshield to view the tower. But you could sneak in behind here.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in the back.
Okay. Before I go into that, are either of you two going to follow Bobby into here, or are you just going to wait?
Don't. I feel like we should follow him because, like, we did get Bobby into the tent, but does Bobby have any idea what to do
Nope.
once he gets in there?
No.
Bobby's like, yeah, Leroy!
Yeah, like,
100%. Bobby's just like, oh, yeah, I did
Does he
it.
scream
Fuck yeah,
it?
I'm here. No, he's not screaming.
Okay, good.
He's not
like
that dumb.
whisper screaming.
He's doing the Kronk thing of like, dun, 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 dun.
My God.
He's
1995 state champ! Like, right through the wall.
Wildcats, Wildcats, Wildcats.
Get your head in the
All right.
So
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
just gonna say, well, you only live about 3 times, and I'm gonna go for it.
Okay. Same thing. Go ahead and make a dexterity save. Charlie, if you were going to follow behind, you may do the same.
yes,
I fail hard.
Okay.
Oh,
Do you crit fail like a 1 or?
No, I rolled
Just
like
regular
a
fail.
19.
Oh, okay.
wait, a 1 is a crit fail? I thought it was.
Well, hang on. A 1 is always a success. A 20 is always a failure. That's my
Okay,
bad.
yeah. So it's not a
Yeah.
crit.
I got it flipped. It flips.
I got a 5, so I am good.
Okay.
I succeed. I'm stealthy as fuck.
Okay. Yeah, Charlie, you make it all the way over to the tent. Adam, you trip and drop to one knee. You have a choice. You can either try to book it back to the tree line, or you could try to book it to one of these military vehicles, like the big trucks. You are not going to make it to the field office without being seen.
Yeah, I don't feel like one of them's easier than the other, is it?
Nope, it's the same thing. I'm basically telling you you will make it to one of these two. It's just up to you which one you want to make it to.
I'll go for the vehicle.
Okay. Are you hiding under the truck, in the back of the truck, in the driver's seat of the truck?
I'll jump at the back of the truck.
Okay. So Adam, you trip, stumble, see Charlie make it, and you see the people you see like the security folks or the military folks talking, and they're starting to pivot. So you run to the side and hop in the back of one of these large military vehicles. You have stayed out of sight, but you are not with the other two. However, in the back here, you see quite a few things. You see more equipment. It's like more like fencing equipment, more lights if they were needed. But then you also see several wooden crates, all like secured up towards the back of this truck bed. This is a covered truck bed, of course, so you are still out of sight.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna have to have a look in those.
Okay.
Are they like nailed shut or anything?
They are, but with some tenacity, you could probably pry them open. If you wanted to, if you looked for things to open them up, they're nailed shut, but they are meant to be used. They're meant to be used here, so there are crowbars back here as well.
Okay.
All right, so you pry them open, and you see a crate full of plastic explosives.
Is it plastic?
Plastic explosives, C4.
Oh.
Plastique. Okay.
This is a demolition box.
Yeah.
Gonna blow up the tower.
It does look like, and you could probably draw this conclusion pretty quickly, it looks like this is a plan B for whatever may be going on with this tower. Or maybe it's their plan A at the very end. Who knows? Either way, it looks like they're not particularly concerned with... it looks like they're not particularly concerned with keeping the tower intact.
Yeah, okay. So I don't think I can get that into my pocket or anything.
One brick of C4. You might be able to get one. You're not gonna be able to get a lot.
Yeah, I don't necessarily want to go with the psychopath solution right now. I'm just setting one off and jumping out of the truck.
Yeah, no.
I'll take one.
Okay. Yeah, because I think a rectangular block of plastic explosive is at most a foot long, but it's only it's like 2x5 normally, so it's not huge.
Yeah, I didn't really establish like what we were wearing. I don't know if I'm like in a French coat or what I'm wearing. So
You're wearing cargo pants.
It's entirely possible this is the 90s.
I'm wearing Jenkos, so there's plenty of room in the pocket.
That's why you fell.
Yeah. My Jenkos got caught on a root.
All right, so you take one brick of C4 and the corresponding the detonator that you plug into it.
Okay.
This is a timer detonator. It's not a trigger detonator.
Okay.
So while you were hiding in this truck,
I have to keep an eye out while I'm in there until I can get a good moment to get out. But for now, I'm gonna stay hidden.
While you were hiding in this truck, the other two of you are at the field office, at the back of the field office. Peeking in, you see rows of folding tables that line the interior of this makeshift battle station. Some of the tables hold computer monitors, like heavy computers, early, what for us in the modern era, early laptops. There's all sorts of data being displayed and analyzed. Some tables have stacks of paper, some of it's bound, some of it is loose. Any and all additional evidence that the agency could gather is all in these tables. A third table holds various pieces of equipment for study, medical, geological, botanical, etc. There's lots of scientific equipment all lined up for people to take. And yet another table has various pieces of tactical equipment, firearms and their respective ammunitions, walkie-talkies, lower-face respirators. They're all arrayed for easy access. And then you see all the way at the front of the makeshift battle station, the field office, you see the lead scientist. She is standing all the way at the front, observing the study happening downfield at the tower through this transparent windshield. She's taking verbal notes into a recording, into a tape recorder, detailing out what is happening step by step, looking at her monitor to see what readings are coming through.
Can we hear that?
You can. You're not. Out of curiosity, Bobby, what are you studying in school?
Football.
He's a history major.
Okay. So then nothing that either of you are hearing is like particularly coherent to you. But it seems like readings seem to be within expectation. She is notating. She's notating something about some kind of waves oscillating. It's a lot of like heavy science jargon that is not going to be, again, particularly coherent to you, but it seems that at the moment whatever they're reading is normal, whatever normal may be. Do you
Bobby's like,
sneak into the field office while she is observing? This is a large field office. There are many rows of tables that have large computers on them. The field of vision can be obscured.
and you said that the front area is like, it's clear, it's transparent, you can look through it?
Yes, that's the windshield that's down. So she is looking at the tower ahead of you. You are behind her and it. So you can also see the tower through the windshield. It's a little like fuzzy because of the translucency, but you see that there are multiple scientists that are positioned in front of the fence area with their various equipment. There are agents that are standing behind them, holding onto equipment as well. Everybody's attention is currently on the tower.
Bobby's gonna look around for anything that's like, looks like it might be a like an identification card or like a clearance thing, like anything that has a name or a face on it.
Okay.
For chance.
While you're doing that, go ahead and roll me a d6. I want to see what else you find.
Ooh. 2.
So you're looking around. You're looking around like the computer stations to see if anybody left their ID here, and on one of the computers you see a thermal map. You can tell it's a thermal map because you've seen these on TV and in movies. And it looks like it's a thermal map of the tower in front of you. There's 3 levels inside, and it looks like there's heat signatures at the top level, whenever this was last taken. You find this. You do not find any identification cards here, though. You do find somebody's lab coat just like sort of slung over the back of the chair, but that's about it.
Is it my size?
It's a little small.
Hey, can you put this on? Oh wait, actually, no. He doesn't say that loud. He grabs it and he like tries to put an arm through it and realizes that like his fucking forearm can't get through the bicep portion, and he just hands it over to Charlie and is like, "Here, I found this."
Thanks. And then just like we'll slip into it, like
Okay.
like kind of like crawl over.
Okay. So now you are both hiding in the back of this field office.
And he whispers to Charlie that I found a map, and so the tower definitely has 3 floors, this like random tower that exists now. I'm pretty sure that this is just a weird fucking dream, and this is part of my hazing, so you all could be just some assholes, so whatever. But okay, so like there's heat signatures, there's 3 levels to this place, and then at the very top there's like something going on. So I don't know, but there's definitely something at the top of that fucking tower that's not even supposed to be here.
Charlie, are you looking around at any of the things in here now that you're inside?
Yeah. Well, once he is done explaining, so that he's not talking too loud. I'm gonna look. Keep my like keep behind things so that I'm not visible. But like I'll go down like one of the rows, like down the tables, and like look for other useful information or.
Okay. So yeah, since you're not staying stationary and you're like walking the row, go ahead and roll me 2d6.
2d6.
Yes, I need to know each number, not the total.
A 6 and a 2.
Reroll the 2.
Another 2.
No.
Is it a
Reroll
2?
the fucking 2.
Holy
5.
shit.
Jesus.
6 and 5. Okay. So you're walking down the roads looking. You've gone a bit away from the computers and more to the paper area at this point. And as you dig through the papers, you're looking for anything that just jumps out and catches your eye. And you see 2 things in particular jump out and catch your eye because they stand out in the midst of this very scientific setting. One is a folder full of photocopied sketches. You can tell it's photocopy because it has that like black edge burn from Xerox. Sketches of cloaked figures and looks like maybe statues. It's hard. They look very jagged, but they're definitely stone. There's no further details on here. It's just a bunch of sketches. And then among like the loose papers, you see, it looks. This is the sort of thing that looks like it's up Adam's alley because it's a lot of strange symbols. You see highlighted and underlined terms of like harnessing energy, accruing power. A lot of mentions of the convergence, and half of these documents are in a language that you had never seen before. Like, it doesn't even look like Cyrillic. It doesn't look like any Chinese, Japanese, etc.
Something
Arabic.
that perhaps somebody with a cipher.
If only he knew about it, then yes, maybe.
Yeah.
Is this like too big to sneak, like to take off the table and put it into my lab coat?
No, these are just papers, so you could arguably take them.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take the ones on like the convergence, like that says something about the convergence, and then the like you said something about another document that just had like the symbols.
There was a folder full of sketches of people of like cloaked figures and weird statue people.
Okay. I'm gonna take just the documents with the language.
Okay. All right. So you grab those papers. As you do, you hear a bit of a commotion outside. You look out. You can hear the lead researcher speaking more hushed tones but faster. You can see this tower through the translucent windshield. You can see it a bit better because you're a little bit closer now. It's very squat stone. It's very drab and old. It looks like there's some sort of vines that are wrapping around, embedding into the stonework. There are slits of windows that are circling the interior all the way up, and there's a door at the base. It makes you feel very uneasy looking at it. It's a very uncomfortable feeling to stare at this tower. I want you to go ahead and add 1 stress. to your page.
Woo.
If I'm correct, then to do that,
Yeah, I don't see a place for it.
oh yeah. So to do that, you're actually going to chip. I think it's gonna chip one off of your HP. Yeah, because that's not going. Yeah, it's gonna target your HP instead of your control. So it's gonna knock one off your HP.
Okay.
But the commotion that starts up is because you start to see through these window slits in the doors, pale lavender light starts to glow from within, radiating very softly outwards. The scientists are talking amongst themselves. You see the agents that are starting to put the lower respirators on their face. It looks like looks like whatever's happening, they're gearing up to investigate. So all attention is in that direction. Adam, from your position in the truck, you can hear this commotion going on. If you peek outside, you see that everybody's attention is drawn to the tower, which is now glowing.
Oh God.
Now.
So Adam, nobody's looking in your direction.
Yeah, now is the time to move.
Mm-hmm.
So I will.
And you won't even need to roll at that point. Okay. You can just lateral run all the way across to the back of the tent where you saw the other two go in.
Okay.
And I guess I just have to ask the obvious question: do you sneak in or do you just walk in?
I sneak in.
You,
Okay.
Christopher?
What?
Christopher
Walken.
Oh.
So yeah, you sneak in. You see Bobby duck down Charlie a little bit further up with all his papers. You see all the things that I've described inside of here: the computer screens full of different things, papers, scientific equipment, tactical equipment, so on and so forth. Bobby, since you're probably further towards the back, you hear the flap open and turn and you see Adam sneak in behind you.
Bobby will just go, "Oh yeah." We did it. Oh shit! Wait, didn't you have something for him? And Bobby's like trying to stage whisper. Well, not stage whisper. Trying to actually whisper to Charlie about. Well, no, you didn't tell me about the papers. Never mind.
I mean, you might have seen me take them, but you wouldn't know that they're for.
That's true. Yeah. So Bobby would just be like, "Oh yeah, you're here now too."
The whole gang's here. We don't even know each other's names.
Nope.
That's true, actually. Well, you do know Bobby's name because he said, "I'm Bobby."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, "I'm Bobby."
Fucking Bobby.
I'm fucking Bobby. Yeah, exactly. Should
Adam,
I?
while you're
should I, like,
just really,
knock
really
that
quick,
guy
Adam. Yeah, so you can ask this question. So, Adam, do you want Bobby to try to knock out this researcher, or do you want to sneak around some more and look?
Is Bobby asking me to knock out the researcher?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'm like, should I knock this guy out or this person out?
I feel like Bobby's the kind of person that calls everybody dude.
Oh yeah, that's actually true. I know. I was thinking about it when I said this person. I was like, that's Megan correcting.
Mhm.
I'm like, actually, Bobby's not that kind of person.
Yeah.
Bold narrative decision.
Yo.
Oh fuck yeah.
I say just look. There's something real bad going on here, so just don't. Quiet.
Yeah, I'm good at that. And Bobby's gonna try to like sneak up, and because of the fact that like at football camp, a lot of times Bobby was just wrestling with his buddies. He realized that if you put somebody in like a headlock and cut off their circulation for a long enough amount of time, they'll just go limp and pass out. So he's gonna try to do that to the scientist. One of his friends did that to him one time, and he woke up and he was a little bit sore, but he was like, "Yeah, it's fine."
Okay.
Bobby's not traumatized at all.
I'm trying to see how this works, because I don't believe the combat doesn't typically account for such a thing. But
to try to choke somebody out.
Right, but I'd say let's go ahead and make your strength roll and to see first if how well you're able to grapple them.
Okay, sick.
Actually,
Oh.
sorry. No, yeah, we'll stick. You've already rolled. So we'll stick with that. Go for it.
I rolled a 13, so I succeeded because my strength is 14.
Okay. So yeah, quick surprise, not particularly silent, but like enough of a surprise. You grab onto this older woman and into a chokehold from behind.
The fact that now you've said this older woman, I feel so bad. No,
Nope.
it's fine.
Now it got weird.
All right. Okay. So, you are now, Bobby. You are now in combat. You need to
good.
make a dexterity roll to see who gets the next move.
Okay.
Oh
Holy
boy.
shit.
Choking out an old granny.
Oh hey, nice. So I rolled a 4.
Okay. You will get to go again
Oh,
before
sick.
she does.
Turns
Okay.
out this older woman is a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Apparently not. See, I was in soccer for a while. Yeah, I'm a football player, but I used to be a soccer player. So jot that down. Okay, so I get to go again.
Yes.
I am currently grappling her. Is it possible to try to like knock her unconscious, like choke her out?
So go. So you're gonna make your strength roll. If you remember for damage, you roll your die, and then any armor bonus will be subtracted, and you'll deal the remaining total
Right.
to the HP. Excess will be dealt to strength. So roll, and if you break through the HP, you'll deal to strength, and that will knock her out.
Okay, so I am supposed to be rolling.
Under.
Okay.
You're rolling a d20 under your strength score.
Nope, I did not.
Okay.
I failed.
All right.
Rolled a 19, which would be phenomenal normally.
Normally.
This is why you can't
Ooh.
use D&D dice to play games where you're supposed to roll under. It's contradictory vibes.
All right. So you've grabbed on this one. You've got a hold on her, but you're not really applying a whole lot of pressure because she's feeling on grabbing around. The front of the tent is kind of like being kicked at. You see her like grabbing at one of the nearby tables for something, and she rolled a 1, which is basically a full success. As she grabs onto something small and what's your HP?
It's 6.
Okay. This is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
You feel something punch into the side of your leg as you are going to take 3 damage to your HP from a scalpel going into the side of your leg.
Oh.
Oh damn.
Charlie and Adam, you see this is not going so well.
At least it didn't hit my artery.
Adam, I need for you to make a control save for me right now because we're gonna see if you scream.
Adam?
Not Adam, sorry, Bobby.
Okay.
Names are wrong.
That's completely
Yeah,
fair. I rolled a 6, which is under, so I'm good.
Okay, so you don't make a loud screaming sound just yet.
It's and to quote Christopher Lee, when somebody gets stabbed, it's not usually a scream, it's more of a gasp.
That's usually if you're getting stabbed like in the back or in the lungs. This is right in your leg.
This is
That's fair. No. No.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So this is happening.
So I guess the question is, Charlie, Adam, are you going to engage in combat or are you going to stay out of it?
Charlie panics and runs up and hits her on the head
Alright.
as hard as she can with the flashlight.
All right, so you are going to engage in combat. Adam, are you going to engage in combat, or are you going to stay back?
I mean, just to say that this would have to be a decision that we would make immediately. I was going to pistol whip her.
Okay, I need everybody please make a dexterity save.
Yeah!
Oh, whew, it's a 6.
Ooh!
And it's under, so I succeed.
All right, yeah.
Succeed.
I just need to know if you succeed or not.
I succeed.
All right, all three of you get to go before she does.
Fuck yeah.
So Bobby,
Wait,
you are currently holding on to
again?
her. Yeah, like this is the next round, so all three of you now get to go before she
Oh, hell
she
yeah.
she can act. This is to
Sick.
see if you go first or she goes first.
Nice.
Bobby, you are currently there, like holding on to her, so you may do whatever you're gonna do first.
Okay. But we're near one of the tables, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Do it. Choke slam through the table.
We're trying to be quiet.
Yeah.
I don't know if Bobby's
Yeah.
smart enough though to like.
If you are truly uncertain, you can leave it up to a control roll. Otherwise, it is entirely narratively up to you whether you think Bobby would be smart enough to hold back or be angry enough to just slam her through a table.
Yeah, can I do a control roll? Because I
You may.
really don't know if he would just be like, yeah, fuck you.
This is
and
a
just, like,
this is
slam
a
her on the
this is a
table.
moment of stress, so you absolutely can.
Okay. I rolled a 1, so that's a critical success, I think.
Absolutely, yes. You
Okay.
definitely hold it together. You resist the urge to just body slam this woman or throw her through the
Sick.
tent wall, etc.
It's better.
Okay, can I... This might be too much.
Mhm.
But the fact that, like, he was holding her in a, like, headlock situation and he got stabbed.
Mhm.
And knowing, in my mind, the people that he's known, I feel like it would not be too hard of a step to go from this to this.
You can try. There's no insta kill in this, but you can deal damage.
That's fair. I'm gonna give her a really bad chiropractic experience.
Okay.
I'm going to try anyway.
Go ahead and roll your strength.
Because he's like, oh, she fucking stabbed me. He's like, no!
Steven Seagal.
And actually, Charlie and Adam, you both straight up said what you wanted to do, so go ahead and roll your strength rolls as well, and we'll see how many of you succeed.
We're gonna decapitate this woman here.
I wasn't intending to kill her. I was going to try to be nice first.
What?
Mhm.
I fail my
Oh,
strength roll, so
I
Okay.
succeed.
Okay. And Bobby, did you succeed or fail?
I rolled a 1 again.
Okay, you succeeded.
So,
So
I crit.
so Charlie, you were hitting with the flashlight, I think you said?
Mm-hmm.
So roll a d6, and Bobby, you're doing an unarmed motion, so do a d4.
Okay.
So 3.
3.
That is a 2.
Okay.
I did. Does crit.
It doesn't
or
do any
did-
double damage as far as I'm aware. It's just one of those, it always succeeds. So, like, even if you, yeah, it's impossible to fail when you roll a
Okay.
1.
That makes sense.
And especially when there's, like, contested rolls, you win.
Okay.
Okay. So, not enough to kill her, but you wrench her neck to the side as Bobby, as Charlie swings the flashlight and clocks her in the head. Adam, you can't pistol whip her because she's like pulled out of the way by accident because there's no real coordination going on here. And she is not able to like go for the scalpel again to try to like do any additional damage. So you're safe.
Nice. Okay.
She's still
That's
like
good.
She's
conscious.
still conscious and fighting. She's bleeding from the head and still like being like ragdolled around by Bobby.
Jesus Christ.
It's like when you're trying to like mercy kill something and then it just won't die. You're like,
Yeah,
please. I'm so sorry.
You
Please
make
just
it worse,
die.
so you're just yeah.
Yeah, you're like, this is awful. We're both having a really bad time right now.
Mhm.
This is Charlie.
Us
is
and
just
this lady.
Like this is so much easier in the movies.
Right? I need to make
Yeah.
I need to make a roll.
Usually this happens a lot faster.
Okay. So I
Don't
need
say
to
it like that.
So I need to
Stop
make
it.
I had to make a quick roll. So
Uh-huh.
I rolled under the amount that is needed for this person. So you see suddenly from the left side of the tent, the flap opens as one of the soldiers comes in and is already talking. Says, "Dr. Bradwell, the agents have crossed the threshold," and stops as sees the three of you engaged in combat with Dr. Bradwell. This is a man. This is a soldier with a rifle across his side.
Mm, I should like drop the flashlight and just.
Oh, so you just immediately give up?
This is a fucking soldier.
All right.
I am a journalist.
Okay. Well, the other two of you, do you give up? Do you try to suddenly jump this guy? Do you run? There's another door out on the right side, which would be behind you at this point.
I have the lab coat on. Does he think I work here?
I'll say, given that you have the lab coat on, it is not immediately clear if it was like a 2-on-2 of Dr. Bradwell and another scientist versus these other two or not. So long as you don't like immediately do something, you're not immediately under suspicion, but you don't have any credentials on you.
Is he wearing a rank?
Not that you'd be able to see in any particular, like in any fast amount of time. He has the same triangle insignia though. And this is a split. This is one of those split-second decisions. He's not just standing there staring at you. This is one of those. He has walked in, seen the scene, stopped, and you have a couple of seconds now to decide what are you about to do.
I'm gonna try to.
Bobby's just gonna say, she's a traitor.
No, that's not what you want to say. But you
Yeah.
can say that. You can
Okay.
say that. That works. But I'm gonna say, like, something like breach event. Stand down. Doctor's compromised.
Both of you go ahead and make a control roll for me.
Not me.
You're not doing anything at this point. So like you're not engaged. If you're not immediately engaging, you look like you're stepping back. Again, you're in a lab coat. You look like you might have been mixed up in this with Dr. Bradwell.
I succeed on my control roll with a 2.
Okay.
Same. Oh my god, the exact same roll too.
All right. So you both succeeded, and he failed. We're in an interesting situation though, because neither of you are wearing anything to identify yourselves as part of this group, but like the authority, like both of you immediately, like issuing orders and whatnot, has confused this man. He is not immediately reacting.
In seeing his confusion and like going off of what Adam said, Charlie will just like step a little bit, like not like a step towards the soldier, but like kind of like try to like get into like the corner, like out of the line between them.
Okay.
And still hands up, and it's just like he's right. We were sent undercover because there was a sorry, this is Ty trying to think of the word, the like a
Leak.
like
Or a mole.
a
I
mole,
said-
a bug, or like
I
a
said-
what is it, like a
I said breach event is what I said. But
yeah, but, like when there's like somebody infiltrating, like a spy, but like
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
like
that-
a mole
like a
or
mole
a security
or-
breach.
Okay.
but anyway, yeah.
Yeah. He like this is caused like again. He's not immediately reacting. He's not pulling his gun and whatnot because this is very confusing to him. There's a lot going on. He reaches for his walkie, and hits the button. And says, I've got like I need hands in the field office. We have an event here. So he is not attacking you. He is not attempting to restrain you. He is radioing for backup.
Wait! Don't
What
tell them.
He's
No,
already
I know,
radioed.
I know. Please tell them to stand down. I know. Wait,
the-
listen. Just listen to me. I know. It sounds strange, but this woman is very dangerous, and she
Do
is
you
in
have
control.
do you have your badge, or what is this?
Took it from
No,
me.
she took it. Yeah.
And
She's
and
fucking crazy.
and the scientist is going is trying to struggle out of your grip, and she's like
Bobby's trying to
listen to-
clutch her
don't-
windpipe.
yeah.
I'm gonna
He's
look.
working for whatever's inside.
I'm gonna look at him like, son. Did you have your mask on when you looked at the tower?
It's like I was back. I wasn't near the tower.
Did you look at the? Close the
Everybody
tent flap and get in here.
He closes the tent flap. As a reminder, though, he has already radioed.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them not to come unless you want everyone here to die.
Yeah, there's been a fucking like chemical weird shit breach here.
And if any of you glance out the front, you see a couple more soldiers, and the one agent that did not go into the tower are already walking towards the field office. This is not a massively large field. It's going to take probably about 5 seconds for them to get to your position. So you have a choice now of continuing to try to talk your way out of this or running.
Well, since this is out of character. Since they're fucking like these people are heading towards this area, maybe we can like exit through the back and like skirt around and get into the tower. If they're distracted by being in this fucking tent.
Okay,
I would say
yes.
at the moment the three of you have Dr. Barrel between you and this soldier.
Mhm.
One door is to your back. They are all coming to the same door that this man just came in.
Okay.
All right.
Which is the front or side?
He came in through the left door. You all are near the right door. You are not
All right.
near the back anymore.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Plan.
Wait, real quick. Does it look like so they're gonna come through the left door, not the right door?
Right, they're coming through the same side he did because that's closer to where everybody was stationed.
Can we see if anybody is like if we walk out the right door, will we be seen? Like, what are there people?
The scientists are still there, but it looks like the military personnel and the one agent that did not mask up is not there. And you do notice at that point the other ones that were masking up, they are no longer there. They are no longer in that area anymore.
All right. We're gonna try Plan C. So I'm gonna kind of shift my
C4?
eyes. Yeah. I'm gonna shift my eyes back to you and I say, when I say run out the back.
All right.
Out the
and
right
I'm gonna-
door? At the back?
At the back, yes.
Okay.
I will remind you there are several tables of computers and whatnot between you and the back door.
Yeah,
But
maybe that way.
just
Okay,
but
yeah,
you can
that's-
run wherever you want to. At this point, the left flap opens up, and the other three military personnel come in with the agent in front as they come in through, and the one agent says, what is going on, and stops and sees the three of you holding this scientist, and he reaches for a sidearm.
Oh, whoa. This bitch is crazy. Like, you don't know what you're doing.
He in the time you say that he draws the sidearm. He's not firing, but he now has a gun out.
Charlie is like looking at Adam. Just
Do you know what you're dealing with here, Agent?
Release Dr. Bradwell and put your hands on your head.
This isn't Dr. Bradwell.
And the other soldiers come in behind, and they again it's a tight area, but this formation, rifles are up. The very confused one looks, then picks up his rifle fast, like he should have already been doing this. Son, I don't know what you're doing here, but you need to release
It's
Dr.
not.
Bradwell.
That's not Dr. Bradwell.
Charlie just like is like to Adam, just like, are we running or what?
Son, it's in your
Yes.
best interest right now to cooperate.
Son of a-
I'll
Is Adam saying run or not?
I'm not saying run. If we run,
us-
they'll just shoot
give
us.
You said when I say run.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
man.
I didn't say that because I didn't realize that the computers were behind us.
You
We can still fucking run with computers behind us. It's called
Yes.
vaulting.
yeah, there is also that other
At this
door.
point, I do need a decision.
Okay, here's what I
coming
do.
up at a halfway
Yeah, here
point.
I will.
I need a
I will go
decision
to-
as to if you are giving up or if you are running.
I will put my hands behind my head, and I will
Mm-hmm.
go to my knees. And I will say, "Run."
As you go to your knees.
Yes.
Do you two run?
Yeah. Okay, Charlie,
Uh,
pick up her flashlight and run.
yeah, like once Bobby sees him start, like when he says run, Bobby's like, I'll release her. Yeah. And then he just like pushes her and tries to push her into like the main person who's like
Okay.
at
Okay.
the front, and then try
Go
to
ahead.
book it.
Okay, go ahead and make a dexterity save for me. Not Charlie, Bobby. I want to see if you're able, like, if you were able to do this effectively.
2.
2.
I
All
keep
right,
rolling 2 and 13.
All right. So, Adam, you dropped your knees and say run, but you now immediately see Bobby has thrown this doctor at the group. You have a split second. Are you going to continue to keep yourself here to distract, or are you going to run after?
No, I'll run now.
Okay. Everybody, in the moment of confusion, rushes out. Having a brief human shield has prevented them from immediately shooting at you, but all three of you break out from the side tent. Where are you taking Bobby's advice of getting to the tower, or are you running somewhere else?
Yeah, no. Charlie's running straight to the tower.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
let's
run
book
to
it.
the tower.
And
Yeah,
actually,
you run to the tower. It
wow.
is the least straight line for the people that are now inside the tent to get to you, because if they run out the way that you ran out, they'd have to loop back around again. So it is out of the way of being chased.
What were you gonna say, Ian?
I was gonna say, as I'm running, maybe I'll set the C4 for about 10 seconds and throw it behind me.
Go ahead and make a control roll for me, because setting explosives while running is a feat.
All right. I'll have a new character in mind just in a minute here.
I have never
no,
loved
I-
you more, Ian.
I succeed.
You succeed.
No, I don't
Alright.
throw it like you don't throw it in the tent. I'm not saying that I'm trying to like blow everybody up. I just need that if they start to pursue us, there will be
Okay.
a boom.
All right, so you manage to do this as you book it. You run for the tower. There are only scientists up here who see you run past, confused as to who these people are that are breaking through the fence, running towards this glowing tower. You run. As you run, you look back. You hear commotion behind you. You turn. You see the people starting to come out of the tent. You head to the tower door. Right before you get through the tower door, if any of you happen to have a quick glance, you can see just these faint bright dots behind the tower of a planetary convergence in the sky.
Oh.
Before there is a loud explosion behind you, propelling you much faster through the tower door. We're going to pick up with what's inside there after a brief break. We're going to let our players do what they need to do. We're going to let you in the audience do what you need to do. We'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes to see what's inside.
Woo!
In a few, folks.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Tower of Convergence, a liminal horror module. For those of you just joining in, you missed a lot, but this is a liminal horror game, a module that I created somewhere in the sidebar is a link to where you can buy this, should you be interested. We're in the wonderful year of 1997. These three folks have gone out into the fields of Lake Superior, Michigan, Minnesota, sorry, to see a planetary convergence. They had to sneak their way in, though, because the government or some sort of agency was blocking it off. They really haven't gotten a chance to see the convergence, though, because they found what the government agency was doing there, which was investigating some strange tower. A tower that started glowing after a while. A tower that, to escape said agency, these three have run inside. And that's where we're going to pick up. Having run inside following a small explosion outside as a diversion, your vision clears from the lavender light that washed over your eyes as you went through the doorway. As it clears, you see the main area of this tower. It is incredibly large and old. Despite all evidence that this tower is new to the area, everything here gives the impression that it's been situated and stationed for a very long time. There are sturdy oak desks and bookshelves around this area that hold papers, tomes, strange little relics, all about. Worn tapestries on the wall display the planets in woven detail. There are bedrolls all over the floor of this main area of the tower. One large staircase curves upward along the wall to an upper level, and another one curves downward into the floor. As you look around, there are no other rooms on this floor, but there's plenty of space, plenty of objects. And then turning around behind you is the doorway with that same lavender light filling it. You now notice, though, that you thought the lavender light was coming from inside the tower, but now looking back, you should be able to look back outside. It's still glowing. You cannot see through here, through this doorway back outside. There are still several windows, the window slats along the wall that you could attempt to look through, but not the doorway.
Weird. Is there anything or any of the tapestries or anything, what looks like the language in the documents I picked up?
As you look, you can see under the planets, each of them has like a single symbol that you think might match each of those.
Okay. So I like pull the documents out and like look at them and like hold them up. And like very, very much so that like if anyone wanted to look at them and see what they were.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, when you're holding that up, kind of come over like, I think I've seen this before. Boy, we're in over our heads.
What do you mean? Where have you seen this?
Well, I've got this. And I'll kind of reach into my stuff and pull out the cipher. Honestly, I thought this was some kind of a... Look, I write books about this kind of stuff that I thought was government. I don't think this is the government. But this, let me see if I can read this.
All right.
I'll try to read it, I guess.
All right. I assume you're using your cipher to attempt to read it. So you're gonna yes.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, Charlie does have pen and paper too.
Okay.
To like help him.
Good. So because of this, I'll let you make the roll, make a control roll, to see how well you are able to roll with this. But since you're all just like in here standing around looking around at this point, not engaged in immediate action, you can all restore your HP back to its top level. Those of you that had it reduced, HP does restore after a brief amount of like rest time.
Okay, cool. I like wrap a bandage or some fabric around the fucking like scalpel wound that I
Yep.
have.
You pull the Kylo Ren, just punch yourself in the leg a bunch of times.
Actually, I realized because I didn't say this at any point. I believe the scalpel is actually still in your leg,
Oh, good.
Bobby, because I mentioned that the doctor was unable to like get purchase on it to stab you again. So as you go to wrap around, you notice there's a scalpel in your leg.
What the fuck? And they just like, or he looks at it and he just like pulls it and like fucking throws it to the ground. He's like, that's, whatever, and just starts like wrapping his leg.
You are insane.
Yeah,
Adam, what was your control roll?
I've had multiple concussions. It's okay.
It was a 13 under 17.
Okay. Are you trying to read? You're trying to read the documents that Charlie was holding up?
Yeah, let's try with the documents first.
Okay. All right. You see that the documents are detailing they're detailing a ritual, the goal of accessing cosmic power by using a convergence. It's not super. The language itself is not super clear, and I say that in the sense of the metaphorical language is not super clear. But it talks about harnessing the cosmic power of the celestial bodies to energize the shards of the universe.
Are you writing this down or saying this out loud?
Yeah, I'll read it to you.
What? What?
That's a lot of words.
I don't know.
Too bad I'm not listening to them.
Bobby, while these two are doing a ciphering, are you exploring around?
Yeah, I think that Bobby's like, because we're in the first, we're in the
Yes.
tower, right?
You were in
Yeah.
the tower in the main floor.
Yeah. So Bobby's just kind of looking around and like poking
Okay.
through stuff.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a d6 to see what you find. There are 5 options. If you roll a 1, you look out the window instead.
5.
All right. You're looking around at everything. You're drawn to this really cool, like, crown or headband or something. It's got like a bunch of like circles in the front of it. They got like, small to big to small again. It's got some swooping side pieces. It looks really medieval and badass. Just sitting on one of these shelves.
That's pretty sick. Bobby will say as he looks at it.
Riley like turns around to see it.
That's cool. Right?
So kind of.
Yeah, cool is a word for it.
Bobby, do you just admire it from afar, or do you take it?
It's like, that looks like something that's for girls. Do you want
Fair
it,
enough.
Charlie?
Um,
I'm not,
does it look like it'd be like useful?
It looks like a ceremonial headband of some sorts.
Adam's still kind of reading stuff and would just say, like, I don't know if I touch anything just yet, but
Yeah.
Why? There's...
I've seen too many movies.
Oh, like Indiana Jones, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Like, Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah. Don't like pick it up.
Yeah, yeah.
If you don't
like,
have something like exactly.
you've gotta...
the same weight.
Exactly. It has to be the same weight. We
Right,
can
yeah.
figure that out.
yeah. It,
Got it. Yeah. Because all you have to do is just like swap it out and then it's good.
Right, and like then
Harrison Ford knows what he's doing.
yeah.
Okay.
I will say there are several like, you know, books of various sizes that are on the shelves and on the tables and whatnot that if you wanted to try to Indiana Jones this, you arguably could.
Yeah. Bobby just starts like picking up books and like obviously is trying to test the weight of them and
All right.
like he'll like pick them up and then look at the headband
All
and
right.
kind of like ponder for a second and he's like, huh.
Charlie's just like, what does this? Is there anything about this headband before he kills us?
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you here. Like, Adam Karnak's not my real name. It's kind of a character I created for this conspiracy theory grift, and I don't really know how I'm like understanding this stuff right now. So,
I mean, you read all the conspiracies, right? You write them. Like, I mean, that's what you said.
right,
So,
and so
I mean-
maybe what is it, like 1,000 chimpanzees typing for 1,000 years get something right every once in a while, and that it's that 1,000th chimpanzee is what's happening here right now. So I think that I don't know what that headdress, the fancy hat's gonna do. What is he doing?
I think he's.
Is he gonna
Indiana
eat the? Is he gonna
Jonesing
eat
it.
the book, or?
No, I think he's testing the weight to switch it out.
And Bobby, you're just walking around like picking up random books, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You,
Definitely.
Like one of the ones that you pick up. It's very very thick book. It doesn't look like it would be like a weight match, but it looks really interesting. It's bound in leather, like black leather. The front of it has like a gold inlaid symbol on it that looks like the symbols that are on all the tapestries. And there's a probably like half the size of your hand crystal embedded in the cover of the book.
Holy shit, guys, we're rich.
What?
And they like, Bobby just holds up the book. Look at that.
Okay. I don't know if we should be taking anything.
Well, let's
What?
just see. And he just starts like trying to like jostle
Oh my
the.
god.
Why didn't the feds come in here? Why didn't they follow us?
So you're trying to like pull the crystal out. You can't pull the crystal out, but you like in trying to pull it out, you do like just open the book.
Yeah, he's like, God, Jesus Christ, there's no grip on this thing. Opens the book.
Yep. Yeah. The book, like it's this. If you were to look at the text, like there's a bunch of it looks like there's English and then there's also this strange language mixed in throughout. You'd have to actually read into it to gain anything, but some of it's in English.
Oh, this is boring. Hey, do you want this? And he sort of like holds the book up. Like the gem's not coming out. So
And
What?
Charlie will just take it to see, like what it says. If it says anything about like
it's
the headdress.
probably useless, honestly,
Alright.
and worthless because you can't get the gem out. So there's no reason.
Would you just go?
All right. So Charlie, you're reading through the book.
Yeah.
Why does everybody tell me to be quiet?
Go ahead and make me a control save.
It's starting to really get to me. I don't understand.
3.
Okay.
Sorry, I succeeded.
Okay, great. The more you read, the more of like a headache you get as you read, but it's not, but nothing like in particular is happening to you. Like you're not feeling any particular, just it feels like this is a lot to read.
Okay.
I
can't
feel
really
that way
read-
sometimes too.
You can't really read the other language that Adam has been transcribing without like taking some time to sit down and transcribe this. But what you can read, you're getting in the English, you're getting a lot of history and context. There's this tower. This tower is mentioned in strange context. Like the tower definitely doesn't belong here, but it doesn't seem like the tower belongs anywhere. The tower is mentioned existing on the border of worlds. There are many dates that are listed and locations for this tower. It seems that this tower has existed across time, across space.
This tower's
Is this like that fucking Stephen King book? Because I swear to God, I want to kill myself.
The more you turn further and you see the ritual process that Adam was detailing out in some more detail. It seems that it seems like that harnessing this cosmic energy for the shards of the universe is to control the shards of the universe.
what and did it say what they did?
It doesn't really give a lot of detail. It seems that controlling the shards of the universe would give them authority and power. It's hard to tell if it means like a mystical power, if it means a military power, if it means what kind of power. But it seems that these shards of the universe are a force of some sorts that they believe they can harness by empowering them with the energy from the convergence. As you get to the back, you see it just breaks down into a list with dates. Half the lines are in the strange language, and then you start getting into the English names as well, and because it's intermixed. And I need you to roll a d4 for me.
Dig it out. Oh, there's one left one. Sorry.
You're going to take two stress, so two off of your HP as you reach the end of the book, and you see the final name listed on the book, and it's a name that you recognize.
What's the name?
It is your brother's name.
So she'll drop the book, and then reach over and like just like, hey, Adam, and just that the file, where's the file? I need to show me the file, and we'll like grab it from wherever he has it if he's not immediately hitting it, and then would like look at the dates, and is one of the dates on there like the year that he was saying, or like
the year that's in the book, or the year that's on the file.
That's on the file.
The file itself does not match the year that your brother went missing, but the date that's next to him in the book does.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you mean with the date.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. So look at that, and then like toss it fast because it doesn't matter. It's just. I don't know what this means. I don't. And then pulls out the photograph. That is one of the mementos. And it's like her and her brother, and they're like noticeably like younger, children. And then I like hold it out like so they can see, and then just point him like no unable to speak, point to him, point to his name. And then like in the book, and then sit around and you see like you know like Charlie and then Edward. You know, in the year.
And like they just do.
Yeah. And there's just that's him. That's. I knew it. I knew it was here. I knew this. He had to come in. He had he. And then like looked at the headdress and like like goes to pick it up.
Okay. You pick it up. It weighs heavy in your hand. It's warm to the touch. As you look at it, you can tell, like, just from context, these circles on the front are meant to represent planets in Convergence.
Weird. That's not relevant whatsoever. Bobby says to himself.
So just like hold it and like stare at it for a second, and it's just like
Oh no.
I don't. What if I? Oh yeah. I sound just choppy.
Is it enough? Is it for everybody?
No, hold on.
It is.
Oh, good. That's because we're inside the tower.
Probably straighten itself.
It's an intentional effect.
Probably that's a Twitch issue, I think.
Refresh to safety. Nope, I'm still here. They're very glitchy.
Well, we're not dropping any frames.
Oh, you sound fine, but we don't. Wait. Now I'm fine.
Okay.
I am now fine. I now hear my voice and it's fine.
Are we?
Yeah, it seems like it's okay now.
Okay,
It
great.
just
Yay.
Okay.
So, Charlie, you've been examining this headband.
Yes.
you should put it on.
I was about to say, if anybody wanted to interrupt, feel free.
Apparently, the interruption is exactly what you were already thinking about doing.
Yeah, and she'll just lift it up to her head to put it on.
Huh.
If anybody wants to stop her, you could try.
I think Adam's distracted.
Okay.
You put the helm on, and you feel the emotion, the feeling that you just had about discovering your brother's name in this grimoire. It fades, not gone completely, but you feel a calmness, and you feel like a sense of focus that seems to kick in the moment that it rests on your head. You don't feel that level of mental strain that you had from reading the book anymore. You feel a good deal more aware. On your sheet, go ahead and add 2 under stability. If you take any stress damage or control damage, it will hit your stability before it hits your HP.
Woo.
This moment is interrupted by the sound of a door opening. It sounds up above you. A wooden door clatters open, and you hear heavy footsteps descending the stairs from the top level, coming down. There are several tables and bookshelves that you could hide among, and then of course there is the downstairs area, like down the stairs, but if you are just standing here, you are wide open as somebody is descending the very long staircase from the top level.
We should go downstairs.
You guys have to hide.
Yeah, I'm definitely hiding and, not
Alright, so-
pulling my gun out, but definitely.
Yeah.
So there's
get out of here.
two mentions of hiding and one mention of hiding downstairs. Who is doing what? Are you all doing the same thing together or not?
I mean, Charlie would like beckon them downstairs.
Okay. Charlie is moving to the downstairs. Are you two following?
Bobby is specifically saying you guys should hide.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, now
Bobby is not following.
I'm hiding.
He's
Bobby. Or, yeah, Bobby.
what?
What are you planning on doing?
Like obviously these guys are fucking crazy, so
Yeah, and we want to find out what's happening. I think
Yeah.
they could have my brother.
Okay, but
All
like,
right, so get down here.
I can just get rid of
No, you saw how it worked out last time. Get down here.
The
Dude,
footsteps are getting
and-
louder and closer.
I'll kiss you if you do it.
And Bobby just like quickly shuffles.
All right, Adam, you see Bobby shuffling towards Charlie as they head down the stairs.
Yeah.
Are you still hiding up here?
No, I'll go downstairs.
Okay. You make it downstairs. You go down the stairs. The footsteps sound further away as you are descending while they are descending. You do
Bobby
not see the
applies
person.
chapstick.
You do not see the person that comes down the stairs as you go down the stairs. How far do you go all the way down the stairs to stay out of sight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Why not?
It's a rather long staircase, but the further down you go, the further out of sight you will be. And you head all the way, and the staircase ends at a door. Large wooden door that has some sort of crystalline structure inlaid into the wood along cracks in the door. The door is propped open down here. And as you look at it, you realize just how large this door is. You look back at the stairs and you realize just how far this staircase is. It did not feel like you came down that many stairs. But this is a very long way down. The thermal maps said that it was a 3-story tower, but this feels subterranean.
This is not the feds.
It's what?
This is not the feds.
What do you think it is?
Some kind of...
I mean, it's cosmic of some sort.
Yeah, this is some 2001
From-
Space Odyssey shit.
You guys
From
are just
all
being
the
fucking
way.
weird. This is just some weird shit because people are just pulling a prank. It's
From all the
normal.
way up the stairs, far up the stairs, it sounds like you're hearing all the way through the tower. There's a low sound. Like, it's a low rhythmic sound. It almost sounds like voices, but you're too far away to hear. But it sounds like there are people still up that way. Meanwhile, you are down here at this door that has been opened. Left open. The only door that you've seen so far in this entire tower.
I can try to listen.
Right, you can.
Yes, I'll try to listen.
Okay. I'm assuming you're using the microphone?
Yeah, with the volume turned down a little bit. You know. No, I
Yeah,
don't-
because it is very echoey from where you are. You don't understand the language that you're hearing, but it sounds like chanting, but it sounds like words. You do not understand the language. Again, it does not sound like any language that you are familiar with from meeting other people, watching movies and television, etc. You hear something else as well. You hear a very high-pitched sound. But it's quiet, and if you pivot your microphone a bit, you can tell the high-pitched sound is coming from through the door, and not the same direction as the chanting up above.
So I'll put the microphone away. Like, sounds like some kind of cult up there. I don't know. I don't think we can go back up there, though.
Well, did you pointed towards the door? What was there?
Some other noise. It wasn't people.
Well, I guess it's our best bet for now.
Close as I can tell.
Okay, let's go.
You're going into the room.
Yeah.
Through the door.
Mhm.
All right. You push open this large door. it opens up into a cavernous subterranean area. The walls are craggy and crystalline. It doesn't even look like a room, it looks like a cave. Phosphorus torches line the area, bouncing light off the walls. It's a large area. Do you go inside further?
Hmm.
Yep.
Do you walk straight in through there, or are you trying to stick to the walls, etc.?
Is there anything like on the ground?
Not here. There's that crystalline inlay that seems to like lead further inside.
Oh, okay, just that. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no apparent danger. I guess I'm just trying to get away from the voices.
As we like sort of start walking in deeper, Bobby's gonna touch his little bone, unidentified bone necklace again and just kind of like rub it. It's like, this is some, God, I did not sign up for this. When the guys told me that this was, you know, supposed to be just like some hazing ritual and whatnot, I thought they meant that I was supposed to break past some fucking like normal like city cops and get inside and then like look and take a picture and then fucking leave. I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing here. But this shit is insane. I'm just saying, like, I'm down because this is gonna be an awesome story, and they're definitely gonna let me into the frat if all of this plays out well. But, like, I'm just saying, you guys are probably in a lot of danger.
And you're not? We're all
No.
down here.
I'm fucking Bobby, man.
I don't think I actually got an answer. Are you guys walking straight through in the middle, or
Oh,
are you
yeah.
walking like along the edges?
I think I was
Okay.
saying like I would just
Yeah.
walk straight through the middle as long as
Okay.
I didn't see an apparent
Yeah.
danger.
All right. So you're
Oh, yeah.
walking in. You're walking in. You're following the torches lining the area, and further up ahead you see a brighter area of the cavern. It's much more illuminated, and you can see some shapes on the ground. Do you approach?
Do we hear anything?
No.
Yeah, what do you mean by shapes?
Like,
At this
Like
point,
shadows, or
from where you're standing at this point, shapes.
okay, I'd go closer.
The closer you get, you see larger shapes. It looks like people
on the ground?
on the ground,
Like drawn or like body?
laying
Oh,
bodies.
Okay. Oh, like they're dead? Hmm.
Do you go closer to find out?
Like Charlie will kind of pause when they realize it's like people laying, and then like slowly hesitate and get closer.
So you get closer. Go on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do any of them look like they are awake or moving or breathing? Or
So
can't tell
Charlie,
from
as
here.
you get no, you can't tell from there, but Charlie will in a moment. Charlie, as you get closer, you see 4 bodies on the ground.
Uh-huh.
2 of them are in brown robes. Their faces have strange markings on them. Some of it is painted on markings, but they also have some kind of scabby growth that runs down the side of their face. You have to get even closer to see what it is, but their skin looks wrong. The other 2 bodies look like the agent that came into the tent with you, wearing the same attire. Not the same exact face, but these look like two of the agents that came into the tower. Their throats are slashed. They have cuts along their bodies, and the robed individuals are riddled with bullet holes. It looks like that there was a scuffle down here and nobody made it. And they are dead on top of a large mirrored disc inlaid into the ground. And under the bodies, under the blood, you can see the solar system engraved on its surface. Concentric circles, outward, outward, outward.
Okay, if this is part of the fucking hazing ritual, I'm just about done. I'm not gonna lie.
I think this is beyond hazing.
Bobby, I would not usually slap a grown man, but I will. If you don't, I need you to focus up.
I'm okay.
Because right here, this
You got it, coach.
I mean, here it is. Like, you've got what looks to be two dead federal agents of some kind of shadowy shadow organization, and whatever the hell they are. So I don't know what we're in, but it sure as hell is not a frat party.
Okay. So let's just pretend for a second that this is, real. If this is real, which I still highly doubt, the thing that I did see showed that there were heat signatures at the top level. So whatever we're supposed to go and see, I assume, because this is, like I said, obviously part of the hazing ritual. It's supposed to be upstairs, 3rd level, for sure. So we should go there.
As you talk about this, as you listen to Bobby explaining the process of his hazing ritual, the area around you gets brighter for a moment. The light fills the area briefly, not from the torches, seen from up above. You look up, and the ceiling here is also crystalline. The crystal seems to glow, illuminating the area more before it fades.
I don't like that.
And then it does it again before it fades.
So that's supposed to do that?
Is anybody investigating this area anymore, or are we just focused on the bodies and the ceiling at this point?
I mean, I think we should take a look around, yeah.
Yeah.
Looking around, the walls themselves are also seem to be very very crystalline, which like jutting out into strange shapes. But that's the most interesting thing here is this wall. That seems to be what there is to investigate. There's the mirror here in the middle, and then something about these walls that are glowing a bit more with each pulse of light. Do you investigate more?
Yeah. Are they warm? Are they?
Does anybody besides Adam investigate? Or are you two focused on figuring out what to do next?
You said it was like all of the walls or just like two sides of the walls?
All of the walls.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Charlie will just like go look, investigate a part of it.
So Bobby, while you are trying to explain to these two like what the next step of your hazing ritual has to be, they're walking around investigating. Adam, it is warm to the touch. It gets warmer with each pulse of light, and as Charlie and Adam, you each investigate the wall. The light pulses again a bit brighter. And I need you both to roll a d6 for me.
It's a 4.
4?
I rolled a 1.
1? All right. So minus the stability for you, Charlie, you're going to take 2 hits to your HP, and Adam, you'll take 1 to your HP of stress as the light grows brighter and you see these shapes jutting out of the wall appear to be humanoid, embedded in the wall. You see bent arms, shape of heads pressed into the wall, large humanoid shapes. And for Charlie specifically, they look like the statues in the drawings from the field office. Much like the robed figures look like the drawings of the robed figures from the field office. And as you look down the wall is lined with these embedded crystalline constructs
Charlie will just like
fixed into the wall.
panic and like back up and like nearly trip over like her feet, and it's just we need to leave.
What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
The glowing is starting to get faster.
Yep, time to
the-
go.
The people, the statues, they're coming out of the walls, and like it's just like tripping over.
Either
Oh god, you're
Adam-
gone. Like,
Adam, you hear the sound that you heard through your microphone, but it's audible now. It's a high-pitched ringing sound that the other two of you can also hear, echoing through the cavern. And as you pause in confusion, the crystalline ceiling glows bright and stays. No longer pulsing, stays glowing, pouring light down, seemingly
Oh, damn.
physically pouring light down onto the reflective disc on the ground,
whoa.
bouncing the light off of the walls around you, illuminating these bodies, these constructs in the wall. And that
Charlie
high-pitched
tried
sound, yes, that high-pitched sound grows louder. Charlie, you turn to leave and you hear a crack sound behind you. The other two of you, if you've not turned around, you follow the sound of the crack, and you see one of the arms is now out of the wall. Another crack as it pulls free.
Hey guys, not that I'm afraid or anything, but we should fucking go upstairs.
And bit by bit,
I'm going upstairs. And Bobby just starts like fucking like booking it upstairs.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Faster than you've
Adam-
ever seen a grown man. And he's 19 years old, just as a note. He is a child. And he's just
Grown man.
booking it
Not
upstairs.
grown man enough. Yeah.
He's, yeah, no.
as
His
you,
body's grown, his brain is not.
Adam, I assume you're also fleeing, or are you
Yeah,
enraptured by
I'm.
this?
I am not enraptured by this at all. I'm taking my chances with the Fed.
As you run, along the wall, you see more of these shapes as the wall glows and these figures pull themselves jerkily free. The tinkling sound of crystalline shards sparking off and clattering on the floor as these large figures force themselves out of the cavern walls.
Charlie is screaming like, "Close the door! Close the door! Close the door!"
You race for the stairs. You close the door behind you. You're not sure how much it'll help, but you do.
You may or may not hear at one point when Bobby is trying to flee, just like this little bit of like, as they like run, they're like, no! Jesus Christ.
All right.
I mean, no, this is, no!
Where to next?
Up.
Wait,
All
yeah.
right.
So
I'm
we're
not
going up the
standing.
stairs.
We're not
Bobby's going
standing out
up.
here.
Up the stairs. You heading up the stairs. You reach the main level again, and the inside of the tower is glowing, that same lavender that you saw through the windows and doors. Now,
He goes up, he sees that, and he says no. And he keeps going up if he can.
further up, you're gonna go up. You're gonna go up the stairs.
Yep.
All right.
At least Bobby is.
Yeah, Charlie, Adam, you see Bobby going up the stairs to the top.
Are those voices here?
They are not down here. You also do not hear the voices anymore.
Do
He
we?
just sees the light and he's like, no.
Do we still have that book? Did anyone like actually take that, or do we just throw that on the ground?
I mean,
I feel like one of you guys took it.
she had dropped it and then like had like been pointing to it. I didn't say that she specifically like picked it up again.
Well, I think.
But it wouldn't maybe be moved.
Yeah, unless it's moved, like Adam will pick it up and start heading upstairs too. Like I feel like
Okay.
we're gonna need this.
All right. You all race upstairs. And reaching the top of the stairs, you see open air top floor of the tower. You are effectively like the walls go up a bit to the side, but it's the open sky above you. There are a few stone pillars up here. But in the center of the platform are 4 of these cultists in their robes, hands outstretched, standing around a 5th laying on the ground between them, limbs splayed out facing upward. You look up, you see the night sky above, the planetary convergence, these dots, but these dots are brighter now, and something is wrong about the sky. It's dark with all the stars, but you also see that a pale lavender sky seems to be overlaid with it. Thick clouds moving, not obscuring the planets, not obscuring the stars. This overlaid sky doesn't quite register to you. I need you each to take 1 off your HP of stress.
I am down to 0 HP.
Okay. And you follow the light down.
Did you like regain it when we had our little like rest period?
Yeah, but
then took the hits again.
Okay, never mind.
And follow the lights down. The body in the middle of these cultists is radiating this light. And your eyes fall up to the 4 standing around them, and they are standing. Their eyes are glowing, the pale lavender. Their mouths are glowing, hanging open. The strange markings along their skin, similar to the ones downstairs, are glowing, and you can see that it's not some sort of disease or skin condition. These are crystalline structures embedded into their skin, radiating with the same energy. And the light is flooding down through the floor into the tower below. Behind 2 of the pillars, you see the other 2 agents that came into the tower trying to radio down, trying to get any sense of what to do. You feel the tower beneath you start to rumble. What do you do?
I don't suppose I can call that number again.
You can try, but you go to pick up your phone and you are met with a strange tone, a garbling tone that is going to hit you 1 more stress.
I don't have any.
which means that you are going to reduce your control by 1,
Oh, okay. Forgot about that.
and we are going to make a roll on the follow table. I need you to roll a d10 for me.
Let's see if you get New Vegas, 3, 4, or 76. We'll see.
8.
8.
Mhm.
All right. This one's a good one. You're going to add +1 to your armor and your stability.
Oh my god.
As you feel as the confusion overwhelms you, and you find yourself into fight or flight mode.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. I'll just drop the phone.
The tower beneath you all is rumbling. What do you do?
Do any of these crystalline faced cult members look like my brother?
That you can see, no.
Hey, are you like frozen? Are you like sitting there or like standing there staring?
Charlie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. If it is okay with you,
Uh-huh.
Bobby will straight up like scoop up Charlie to be like, we need to go, dude. And we'll try to like fucking not even fireman carry, but like they call it bride carry.
Yeah.
On the stairs?
Yeah. We'll just pick up Charlie and just fucking go. Like, you are obviously not able to take care of yourself right now because you're a woman. So
Does he say that?
no.
Okay.
No.
Adam, 2 of your compatriots are leaving. One of them not willingly, but leaving nonetheless.
She doesn't struggle, but she'll like look back like at the group of cultists. Like
This is
panic.
not a good idea, man. And he'll just pick Charlie up and is like, we probably should go.
Adam, what do you
Or
do?
at least be out of the way.
I was about to ask them if we should try to stop this or not. But everyone's leaving, and I think
Well, do you say something?
I do, like kind of in a hushed voice. I said, should we try to stop this?
So
But
when Charlie's like
you're maybe
like,
on your
picked
way
up-
out.
Bobby's in the midst of picking Charlie up. He's like, huh? Holding Charlie in his arms.
In the midst of all of the rumbling, from down, you hear a splintering sound.
Adam, what are we doing?
I think we need to go.
Are you and Charlie's just like
I got a bad feeling the tower's on the move.
So you're all going to move. There are two federal agents appear as well. That as soon as you start running, they are going to run behind you as well, abandoning this area.
Yeah, well, that's okay. That seems smart on their part.
So you run down the stairs, and as you reach the bottom of the stairs, the downstairs is not empty anymore. There are a few of them standing on the floor, more of them coming up from the stairs. These large 7, 8, 10-foot crystalline constructs radiating the same purple lavender energy. And as you all come down the stairs, they, with cracking sounds, pivot towards you.
Do I have a moment to react before shit hits the fan?
You have a moment to react.
Is the door still there?
The door is still there. It is it's still that glowing portal of lavender light.
Okay. That's important.
Bobby's gonna try to, like, if at all possible, head slightly back to drop off Charlie.
Upstairs?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
He's gonna
Okay.
try to put her somewhere that he thinks is safe.
Okay. You can put a few steps back up behind you.
Before he goes in, and he'll say to Adam, he'll just say, go. Upstairs, man. Obviously, you need to go upstairs.
We could just go around them.
I don't think it's gonna work like that. I used to play soccer. I know how it is.
This is nothing like soccer.
How do you know? You never played soccer.
You don't know that? That's it.
Have you played soccer before? Do you know?
Bobby, shut up.
Looking over
Tell me.
Bobby's shoulder, the number of these figures has doubled.
Fucking go!
As
Jesus
they are
Christ!
coming
I'm
up,
trying
as
to.
they're
Well, there's.
coming up from the basement.
Yeah.
I'm
well,
trying to do the cool thing, and you're making it very difficult because the more that you stay here, the more things there
Well,
are, and the more
at-
scary it gets.
All right,
So
well,
fucking go.
Adam, Charlie, you have a choice. You could run back upstairs like Bobby said, or you could run for the door out.
Leave. Hey, maybe if you want to survive, or go fucking run up the tower. Just do something. Because this is going to be really fucking cool. Make sure that the news reports something awesome about me. Okay, that's the fucking important thing. They need to know that I did something really cool. So if you also do something really cool, that'll be great. But also, if you survive, that's fantastic.
Charlie's already just like running up the stairs.
for fuck's sake.
Running up the stairs, okay.
Bobby's trying to talk themselves into being okay with dying.
All right.
That is what's happening.
All right. Bobby, what are you doing?
Grappling with the thought of death.
Okay.
I'm running up. I'm pulling my gun and running up the stairs and.
Okay.
Bobby is like waiting for them to leave and then is going to try to.
Doesn't Bobby have a
Like-
gun?
He does! He's going to try to hold anything that tries to go up off for as long as possible. He does
Okay.
have a pistol.
So you're not going to make a move to attack, you're going to defend.
If there's anything like coming towards me, I will attack. But if there's currently nothing, I probably will not do anything.
Okay.
Actually, no, sorry. Bobby is who he is. He's attacking anything that's moving. He's shooting.
Okay. Go ahead and make your dex save to see if you go before or after them.
I have all of my dice except for my d20. Okay. So we use a different d20. Is it? It's gone.
Hmm.
For some reason. I'm so sorry. The longer it takes, the more awkward I feel. I'm very sorry. I don't know why that disappeared, and I'm very upset about it. It's one of my favorite dice, too. Okay. That's not great. That
Did you
is a
succeed or fail?
failure.
Okay.
It's a
So they're
failure.
gonna go first. One of these large things is going to Well, first, half of them are going to look towards you, and they're going to. They look at you and they just stare all in your direction. I need for you to make a control save for me.
Good. Okay. I did find the die.
Woohoo.
Just decided to hide for a very important role because the brat. Nice. Okay, I do succeed.
Okay. All right. So this is rather terrifying to look at, but nothing additional is going to happen as these faceless entities stare at you. Their faces just pulsing with that lavender. And then one of them reaches up for you with a very large arm, and
No.
they succeed.
No.
And so they are going to deal 5 damage to your HP.
Nice. I take no actual damage. That does drop my HP to 0, but
Okay. So this large crystalline claw swipes at you, but it's not close enough to you to actually hit you. It knocks away at your clothing and pushes you back.
yeah.
It's your turn.
Bobby experiences that and they're like, Jesus, this is fucking awful. And they will go ahead and, because he has a pistol,
Mhm.
if it's possible, he's just gonna cock that shit and put it, because this is like in very close quarters now, right? Because so he's just gonna put it against the skull and pull the trigger of this creature that is in front of him, attacking him.
I will say that you still have to make the roll, but you'll get a enhanced damage because you are in a position of advantage, which
Cool.
will deal much more damage.
Nice. Okay. And that is
You'll make
four.
just a strength roll.
Nice. That is a 4, so that
Okay.
succeeds.
Great. Go ahead and roll a d12 for the damage. That is the enhanced damage.
9.
9.
Yeah.
You blow a massive hole into this thing that clawed at you. You see its shoulders splinter open, this crystalline shard scattering backwards. You see like a visible gap in the body of this thing. Its arm is still attached, as it is a solid structure, but it is now separate from the body for the most part.
Ooh.
He does this and he just looks and he's like, what the fuck?
Go ahead and roll your dexterity again. See if you go first or not.
No,
Okay.
that's a 19.
Goodbye, Bobby.
Okay. Well, the ones that are just standing and staring at you aren't doing anything to you, but that one that you shot are going to try. Ooh, all right. That's a 1. You said your HP was down to 0?
Yeah.
You're going to remove 8 off of your strength score.
See,
Oof.
that's why I'm a strong boy.
And
Well, you
the
were.
following is going to happen. The claws dig into you and pull.
If I go
ripping-
crazy, will you still call me super?
They dig into and pull, ripping at your skin. It hurts unlike anything that you have ever experienced. You feel organ damage. You feel bone cracked. You look down and you see something even more disturbing. Need for you to roll a d8 for me.
I'm so excited.
I
Gonna
need
be
the
awful.
checks.
7.
All right. I need to check something really quick.
That's right. You're not getting in the frat.
Shit. You know,
All right.
I had a feeling.
All right, so 7. So you're going to take a hit of 2 to your control.
Oh, good. I was so good at that to begin. Actually, that was one of my better ones. It's not that bad.
But yeah, so you take 2. You're taking 2 stress. You look down, and from the wound on your body, you see pushing out of the holes made by these claws, sparkling lavender crystalline shapes pushing from your body outward.
Bobby just uses his Letterman jacket to kind of cover it a little bit.
You can feel that part of your body solidifying. It feels heavier. Inside of you feels wrong.
Bobby just like kind of pulls his coat tighter and he just says that you guys should seriously go ahead. Go forward. I'll make sure that nobody's
I'm
gonna.
pretty sure we
I
left.
think they're already gone, so Bobby's just
Yeah.
talking to
Venom.
the air, which kind of makes sense, honestly, at this point.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, it's cool. And then he opens his eyes finally, because he's like closing his eyes through the pain. He's like, yeah, you know, and being this dramatic boy. And then he looks, and nobody else is there, and he's like, oh, okay. That's fine. And he starts like making his way up the stairs,
All right.
like
You're just going to crawl up the
holding his
stairs.
side.
It's all become crystal clear.
This is good.
All right.
Shut your fucking mouth.
At the top, Charlie and Adam, you make it up to the top of this, the top where the cultists are still locked, frozen in position. This light pouring down. You don't even know where the agents that were up here went anymore. You thought they were running down behind you, but they're out of sight. What are you doing up here?
We need to stop them. We need to stop whatever is happening.
Yep. I pull the gun and shoot a cultist.
Okay. Go ahead and make your strength roll.
Oh, it's strength.
No.
Oh yeah, I succeed 3.
Okay. Roll a d6.
2.
All right. All right. You shoot one. The one that you shoot rocks in place, but seems to not react from the shot as this continues.
Nothing of use.
Get closer and try to put it right up to his head and do it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's also, Charlie's gonna run up and try to like yank one like away from the circle.
Okay. You don't have to make a roll for that one. You are able to. You pull them away, and they come toppling down, unmoving, still glowing with that light. They feel heavier than a normal person should at this point. And you look up, and nothing has stopped.
I don't have anything to hurt them.
There's one in the middle.
Adam, yes, there's one in the middle as well, laying on the ground. Same feels, the same look as the rest of them.
Let's try the middle one.
Okay, you're just gonna walk right up on top of him and pull the trigger.
Yep.
All right, that will give you enhanced damage if you succeed. Go ahead and make your roll.
That'll fail.
Okay. The stress of it, you pull the trigger and it misses, fires off next to his head, but he doesn't even flinch. Doesn't even seem to register that this happened. Bobby, outside, you're crawling up the stairs, feeling heavier. You don't hear, you manage to glance behind you. Your neck feels very stiff, and you don't see any of these things pursuing you. As you crawl up slowly, you see your blood just trailing up down the stairs behind you. As your body feels heavier. Looking into your jacket, you can see these crystalline shapes have crawled up your chest.
Oh. Bobby just looks and just says that. Okay, that's not good.
Continue to crawl upstairs.
Yep.
All right. Up on top, Adam, Charlie.
Coach told me to fucking push past and keep going.
Adam, Charlie up top. Doesn't seem to be. It looks like things have gone a bit too far at this point. Looking out over the edge of the tower, you manage to actually see the field office and the people down below starting to phase into view, overlaid with this crystalline wasteland bathed in purple and fog. Things seem to be overlapping as the world that you knew fades into view, but not completely overriding the one that was there before. Things lining up on top of one another. And you hear a heavy noise behind you as Bobby drags himself along the floor up the top of the stairs to the platform with you all.
Oh, fuck. Oh,
They
fuck.
talk about fucking doing the crawl to make it and being oh god, it's hard to breathe. And being part of the frat. I think I made the crawl.
Bobby, your jaw is starting to feel stiff. It's harder to talk at this point.
I did. I did it.
That headdress do anything?
I don't know. I felt calmer. Not anymore. Charlie will run over and just and like put it on his head, on Bobby's head.
Bobby, the pain is starting to alleviate, but it's not going away. And Charlie, as you put it on his head, you look down at him, you see from his neck this crystalline structure starting to poke out of his skin, crawling up to his jawline.
Don't fucking put that shit on me.
Oh my god.
It's embarrassing.
Really complaining as you're fucking dying, and then she's gonna lean in and give him a kiss.
Bobby, you feel lips pressed to yours. The sensation doesn't last long as you feel a numbing across your face. Charlie, the softness with the strange chapstick flavor lasts only temporarily as it starts to feel hard. It starts to feel hard under your lips. As you pull back, you see quartzy material as these crystalline structures grow out of Bobby's face and start to overtake. And Bobby, the last sensation that you had was a kiss.
My first kiss.
Before everything goes away. Which is a mercy for Bobby. as Charlie, you look at this body now covered in crystal and watch as these shards seem to solidify. It lays there for a moment before it twitches.
Hmm.
Arm pushes to the side, and this body of crystal stands upright over you, facing towards Adam.
What happened to Bobby's gun?
I don't know, actually. Bobby, did you leave the gun downstairs?
Well, initially Bobby was going to, yeah, I think that Bobby was using the gun to like try to create an exit strategy for the crew.
Yeah.
So he brought it.
He was probably like he was backing up with the gun in hand. So it's likely that his crystallized form had the gun in his hands.
Oh. Cool.
But if he was
we for simplicity's sake, we could say that the gun fell out of your hand as you died, but
this is true. Or
it's ultimately
also,
at his feet.
Yeah, if he specifically was able to like have a moment to try to get up the stairs without being chased, he would have put the gun away, like holstered it.
But it'd still be it would be completely out of sight at that point.
Well, holstered as in like,
yeah, but
the crystal is going over your body.
He probably would have tucked it into his waistband.
So
you are not a crystalline structure wearing clothes. The crystal has grown over your body.
That is fair.
Okay, so the gun is not here anymore.
The gun is not here anymore as the former Bobby. Now this shard.
Yeah, well, it's time to run.
Fucking
I'm
where?
rock hard for you. No,
Nope.
Fucking where? Adam?
How high is the wall?
The wall around you is not particularly high, but it is a long way down.
Yeah, well.
Tuck and roll.
Though you are on the lake.
Oh, so we jump into the lake?
Arguably.
It's either that or play dodge the crystal golems on the way down the stairs.
Take the lake.
All right. I need you both to roll your strength. We're going to see your survivability here.
Can my spirit assist them?
Unfortunately not.
I succeeded.
Bobby's vibes.
All right.
I failed.
Failed? Given that it's water, I'm going to give you the benefit of Adam hitting the water first to break surface tension. So you're just going to take 1 damage to your strength or to your HP, whichever you happen to have.
Strength.
Actually, you also have your armor too, so that actually the armor would minimize it with the 1.
Oh.
So, yep. So you're fine.
I have +2 armor.
Yep. So yeah. So you're not going to take that at all. But you're both going to hit the water, plunging under the surface.
Nice.
It's quiet here, but under the water you can still feel that lavender radiating light. As you break the surface, the world around you is not what it was. Everything is overlaid, these worlds converged. So you see the world of the tower with yours. As you look from the water to the land, you see chaos beginning as the field of these soldiers and agents and scientists is starting to become overtaken by these large crystalline creatures exiting the tower, attacking integrating, spreading. And as these worlds collide, we're going to end the Tower of Convergence.
Damn.
Told you we could find the bad ending.
You told me you could find the bad ending, and you did. I'd like
We
to thank
did!
you all.
Oh my god!
We got that bad ending.
It was not intentional, but I'm like, I need to, at least once, consistently, I attempt to be the person who's like, yeah, I will take the fall, everybody else leave. And nobody lets me do it. And it never
Bobby
works
did.
out that way. So the fact that it has finally worked out that way,
So
but
proud.
it doesn't fucking matter. I love it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh
Well,
my gosh.
I love it.
Thank you all. Thank you all
I
for
love
playing
You,
this.
Zach.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
thank you so much. Thank you for writing this. Thank you for playing, and thank you for running.
Mhm.
Absolutely. And if anybody's still watching out there, you can get this on my itch channel, itch.io, etc. There should be a link somewhere on the side. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you have fun running it. Look into this. Look into more liminal horror games. There's a lot of flexibility. It doesn't always end with the end of the world, but sometimes it does.
But
Thank you
only
all.
if you're cool enough.
Thank you all. Best of luck to you if you run this for yourselves, and have a great night.
Yeah.